World's Worst Podcast, episode 62. After all the technical hiccups and insanity that makes me want to kill myself. Yeah, it says a lot of things. It says a lot of things. Don't trust it. It's World's Worst Podcast, World's Worst Timer, World's Worst Everything. This is the way things go around here. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
And we're also the gods who get to add several seconds to whatever we feel like adding it to.
Just having like every piece of complication that's fucking possible tonight. It's like camera, not gonna work. Not gonna do that. OBS, not gonna work. Fucking Discord, not gonna work. Everything hates me today, man.
Brain and body, not gonna work.
Nothing's gonna function properly.
Yeah.
Such is
I've
life.
been so zapped energy-wise lately. I don't know why.
Really? That's weird.
What about you guys? You been energy zapped?
I'm always
It's a goddamn vaccine. I tell you what.
I get my second one tomorrow, actually, so we'll see how it goes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
I'm supposed to go see my mom after and help her with the TV, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. About
I've had my. I was completely fine after both of mine.
I feel like
pussy.
if it's gonna be anything, it'll be the next day that I feel like shit. So I'm just gonna like go help and get the fuck back home, and then be like, if I'm gonna get sick, I'll bundle up at home.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. What's up, Lara? What's up, Chelsea? How's it going? Chelsea asked, you got a new haircut, Kieran?
Oh my god.
No, just pinned it back, slicked her back real hard.
Nice. Discovered this magical.
Being a fucking samurai. Don't mind him.
No, he's a greaser,
No,
dude.
it's not quite that. Yeah, it's more of a greaser look.
Yeah.
The samurai, I feel like I think you have the back kind of flowing.
He's gonna be rolling down the
Is that
street
correct?
in the next day. You know what I mean? Just fucking just this fucking little switchblade in his hand, dancing down the street and shit.
I can't even pretend to like flip it in my fingers because I can't do it.
Yeah, you
like,
just cut your fucking fingers off.
Some guy who actually knows how to spin knives is like, what the hell's he doing? Like,
That shit's cool as hell. I wish I could do that, but I don't want to invest the time and risk into like getting better at it. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel like I hurt myself too many times at this point in my life. It's not worth it.
Like,
Yeah.
What? Like spinning a knife? Or
Yeah,
something?
like spinning knives. Yeah, like
I
you ever
think
see people do
probably
that?
just get a fake one first.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. See,
yeah, but I don't. Yeah,
Feels
I
like
don't
a
know
real
about that.
pussies
That's
do
the
it.
pussy
All in.
way.
Yeah,
but
that's the
all in.
pussies
I'm
All
gonna
in.
go all in about it.
Yeah, balls to the wall. Cut yourself all the time.
I want it so sharp that if I
It's
slip
not
up,
good.
I just lose a finger. I'm like, well, I won't do that again because I
Yeah,
can't.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Like a literal katana blade.
I guess my my trick list has slightly limited now that I've lost part of my pinky, but you know we're gonna keep going.
It is what it is. You know, you can't dwell on the past like that. You got to move forward when you lose a finger.
Exactly. You need to heal that digit and get back into the knife game. Start flipping it all over your finger.
Get back into the game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Tiago says pass the puck.
Hey T, how's it going, buddy? I will pass
it
the
laggy?
puck if you come out to hockey. If you come out to hockey, I'll pass the puck to you.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's a Twitch thing
Is it
because
laggy?
everything is fine on my end here.
I feel like
I
this
have
is the
Twitch
least laggy
audio.
I've
I'm
ever
watching
been.
it as well, and it looks like it's fine.
Okay. It's you, Lara.
Maybe the audio's fucked though. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Let me know if anything's fucked. I can
the
try and
audio.
fix things, but I can't guarantee it. But I'll do my
She's
best.
lying.
She's lying. She's just trying to
trust
keep.
her.
That's that typical shit when you fucking start stream and everybody's like, no voice, no mic, mic not working. You're like sitting there fucking with it.
Yep.
They're like, yeah, mic works. You're fucking stupid. Fuck you, chat. You son of a bitch.
That's how they haze the rookies on Twitch.
Yeah, exactly. So how's your guys' week been? I guess we had last week off. We had the long weekend up here. Is that everywhere, or is Labor Day just a Canadian thing? I don't even know.
I know it's in the U.S.
Canadian?
also.
Nice. All right, well, there we go. So our friend south of the border
Nobody
also had a
works
long
in
weekend.
America. What are you talking about?
Works at being an asshole.
Nobody works here either. Who gives a
But
shit? Whatever.
yeah, that was pretty nice. Did you guys get up to anything on the weekend?
Central
Like last week?
America, South America.
Well, you can spoil it. You already know what I did, so.
Do I? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I do. Yeah, you got a new computer.
Dude,
I was like,
do
what did
I?
you do? I was like, what did you do? I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I do remember. I was kind of there to help you get it and shit. Yeah, Kieran got himself a new computer and shit. Fancy new tower, a new monitor. I think you said you
It's
ordered
why-
your other monitors too, right?
Yeah, I did. It's
Nice.
why I'm not lagging right now. I can actually see
Yeah,
every
I was-
word
I was
that I'm
like, Kieran,
saying
what'd you-
in
what'd
real
you get? And
time.
He's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay.
All right, then.
What did he get, Martin? Do you
Martin
know what he got?
Yeah,
It's an
I know what
armory
he got.
works. Or
He
some
got
shit.
a R5,
Oh, okay.
R5 3500 or R5 3600, sorry, and then a 3060, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte
Those are the
NVMe.
3600X, right?
No, not the X. The X is a waste of money. It's just unlocked. There's no point. The gentleman can barely even open Task Manager. I don't think we need to worry about him overclocking his fucking processor. You know what I mean?
No. I open up my game and I play my games and I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, let's
that's
get
really
the
good.
easiest system possible. You know what I mean? The less thinking that's involved with this system, the fucking better it is.
You didn't buy the Gundam fucking tower?
I
that they
tried
have
to
for
convince
6
him.
grand?
I couldn't get him to opt to spend the extra $4,000.
No, it wasn't enough for me to spend that on Gundam. It had to be more.
Yeah, it wasn't
If it was
enough
10 grand, I
Gundam.
would've done it.
It was like a
10 grand, I
loser
would've
Gundam character. Insert Gundam character name here, and he actually wanted other insert Gundam character name here. You know what I mean? So yeah,
It was the wrong.
It's
Gundam,
just like
you know?
me in the chat the other day. I was like, I'd buy it if they had the Zaku one. You're like, yeah,
yes,
totally know what the fuck
Yeah,
that is.
you fucking weeb. That was hilarious. Yeah, man, but that's sick.
A non-anime fan standpoint, the red one instead of the blue one.
Oh yes, I know colors. I know that. That's cool. Like
I get
that's
colors.
cool.
I know
Is there
those.
a yellow one?
Oh, I like
I'm
yellow.
fucking-
Is there a purple? Is there a purple
It's not
robot?
the fucking Power Rangers, you asshole.
Do they combine into
Okay.
a giant robot and fight Rita Repulsa at the end?
Whoa, when does Beast Warrior come into this?
Third season. Yeah. And then what's that Cheetah
And then
Man's
Xena
name?
is after.
What's that Cheetah Man's name from He-Man?
Beastmaster.
Is that
No, sorry.
Beastman or something like that? I can't remember what the fuck his name is. I don't know.
Beast
That character's
Man?
awesome. The cheetah dude. He's cool. I always wanted to be a cat
Oh
man.
no.
But
No,
yeah,
I
it's
like
just
the
Beast
Skeletor.
Man. From
Yeah, I like Skeletor.
from He-Man, like Masters of the Universe. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Beast Man.
Yeah, it is Beastman.
Skeletor.
Nice. I'm not
Skeletor is
crazy.
like the Gilbert Godfrey of the animated world.
Yeah, kind of.
Other than the characters that Gilbert Godfrey himself has voiced, of course.
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna
that fucking toucan and Aladdin.
Iago. Iago.
Whatever the fuck that bird is.
Whatever the fuck that bird's name is.
Wasn't he a parrot? Wasn't the toucan in fucking the
I
Lion
don't
King?
fucking know. It's got a nose or something, doesn't? No, it doesn't. That's the
Got a
fruit.
nose.
Got a nose or something. Yeah, all birds have
Oh.
noses. Yeah, just
Yeah.
walking
It's
around
got a
with
giant
their
beak.
schnozzes
Giant beak, you know.
and their thumbs.
I think you're thinking of the toucan from the Lion King.
I can't
I don't
remember what
care.
his name is.
It's whatever.
Isn't it
fucking
Mr.
bird
Bean
it
that voices that?
is. No. Which one? I didn't know Mr.
the-
Bean voiced anyone other than Mr.
Yeah,
Bean.
it is.
Yeah,
That's Roland
Zazu.
Atkinson. Yeah,
Okay.
Zazu.
Zazu.
Yeah, but yeah, that's totally Roland Atkinson. That's like the one thing I can always remember from that. And it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement was Little Simba.
Yeah, I'm rewatching fucking Smallville right now, and he's been in a couple episodes. He's like a kid that's
JTT?
affected by the kryptonite. Yeah, JTT.
I love JTT.
And you know the oldest brother from the show, who fucking cares what his name is?
Brad?
He was in an episode too.
Who
Yeah,
fucking
Brad.
cares what his name
Yeah, I don't even know what the actor's name is. I know the character's
Yeah,
name is
I
Brad,
fucking
so
know,
it's just
dude.
Brad
You know,
forever.
nobody gives a shit.
That's gotta be pretty shit with like being on one of those like iconic sitcoms. You know what I mean? It's like you're just
Yeah,
that
what's that other
character
guy's
forever
name?
now.
I'm the one that everyone forgot.
That's all you are. No matter what you try to do with your career, you're always Brad.
And,
from Home
and then there was the
Improvement.
youngest one who went
Say the
all
line
goth
again.
and emo and shit at the end.
What's that?
Say the line.
The youngest brother went all like emo and shit at the end.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, you know, fucking all sad and shit. He really got it. He got it. Like, he was way ahead of the curve on that one. That was like what, mid '90s, and he was already sad and had the future figured out. Way ahead of the curve on that shit, dude.
His
yeah.
name was Zachary Ty Bryan, and I guess he got convicted on 2 counts of domestic violence. Get wrecked, nerd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get fucked. I mean,
And that's why no
Back
one
in
will
February,
remember
like real recent.
wow.
Oh,
that's
Is
crazy.
Brad from Home Improvement in Tokyo Drift? That's the first question.
That's the number one question that's fucking plaguing people's
I need this
minds.
answer.
maybe as a prisoner apparently.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna say it depends what the situation is when they filmed it.
He is in Tokyo Drift.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God, really?
I haven't watched that one in
Okay.
fucking years. That was when it's all started to kind of go off the rails, wasn't it? It was like that was the
Tokyo
last one that
Drift
was
was
like
okay.
okay.
I think
Tokyo
that's when it
Drift was
kind of
good.
started.
Yeah,
to
I
go
remember that
nuts.
one being
Tokyo Drift
good.
was good.
I like that one.
Isn't that the
Tokyo
first
Drift
one that
was
kind of
really good.
focused on a different character?
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Paul
it is.
Rudd.
It didn't get
Switched
tied
up.
in
Or not
until
Paul
like
Rudd.
later on.
It was some like
Yeah.
Southern kid or some shit. And he
Yeah.
wasn't he wasn't terrible considering like the movie.
No,
but
he was
he
really
fit, he
good.
fit the role well.
Really good, especially Han. Oh, Han.
Khan. That seems so racist.
That's the one where Han dies, right?
Yeah, he does.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Han. Doesn't Han come back?
And then
I'm
you
sure
find
he'll
out
come back.
Jason
Mona Lisa,
Statham
which
fucking
was
killed
the Veil side RSX, if I or the RX7, if I do recall.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Make sure. Yes, it was. It was
Nerd
the
alert.
Veilside RX-7.
Damn, nice.
Yes. It was
Nail
an
on the
RX-7, but it's
head.
got a
I watched Tokyo
particular
Drift last
like
week.
body kit on it.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
actually a Mazda RX-7. So if you look up a Mazda RX-7, it's probably looks nothing like the car you remember Han driving in Tokyo Drift, but that's because it's like a total makeover for the car
Right.
that they do. But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Fucking.
just kind of like the Joker's. I believe it was the Joker's car in Suicide Squad. It was a
The purple
what do
one?
they call it? A Vador. It's actually a Vador, which is actually a G35 Infinity that they just like completely redo, chop the roof off, redo the interior, give it a huge body kit.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
like-
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's actually really fucking neat. That's
Yeah, it's like a-
I always
it's like
love
a
when they do
family
shit like
car
that.
they made look into a suit.
It was
look like a supercar.
When they did
Why doesn't
fucking
Google have a
Ford v
dark mode?
Ferrari, they did the same thing. You know what I mean? And it was like they had like Miatas with like the shell of a GT40 over it and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool when they have to like, well, obviously you can't get a fucking GT40. You know what I mean? Like film movie with it and shit, like a racing movie. But
Yeah, the Joker's car. That's a Vador.
that's cool. Yeah, I always love that. That's super
Which is
cool when people do that
technically an
shit.
Infinity.
Hello, Mom. Hello, Mark. How's it going, everybody? How you guys doing?
Speaking of cars, though.
Yeah.
Tiago says,
Oh, yeah.
Brendan, I follow your photography Instagram.
There you go.
Good job, T.
Thinking ahead.
Hi.
Man of
Thank you.
culture, I see.
Thank you.
Speaking of cars, though, you're
Um,
saying?
Yeah, speaking of cars. Oh, I got to do like one of my best ones so far this past weekend.
Yeah, dude.
Was it a
two of
smart car?
actually. Yeah, dude, it was a sick smart car.
So smart, dude.
Um,
This shit was doing
no.
calculus while it was driving down the 401.
I don't think
Impressive.
It was playing 4D chess, boys.
5D
But-
trans-dimensional time travel chest. That's a thing on Steam now,
But
5D
I'll
time
show.
travel chest. Sorry, we'll talk about that after.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's fucked.
No way.
Yeah, it's
I want it.
fucked. It's absolutely fucked. There's like chess grandmasters playing it on YouTube being like, what the flying fuck is going on here? It's like it like creates like divergent timelines
too
that
much?
move forward, but you can like take pieces and move them into the past, and it creates separate timelines of different chessboards that all interact with
what?
the other. Yeah,
Oh
it's like
my
inter-
5D
God.
chess with multiverse time
that's
travel.
yeah, that's it.
Jesus Christ.
No, like,
It's
Yeah.
ten.
you
It's
can
$10 right now.
Yeah,
Essentially, you
it's,
can be like playing
That's
infinite
wild.
chessboards in
yeah,
one game.
essentially, it expands like crazy. There's like 30 boards at a time, and each of them have different pieces in different places, but they all string back to like a single point when you move this to that. It's fucked. It's so weird. So it's like, yeah,
How
I
you
was like
wouldn't-
watching all those. Oh, just checkmate him. You got to checkmate him, but it's like almost
in
impossible.
in any one of the
No,
games.
you got to beat him in all the realities because he can just travel
That's
as king
okay,
through
yeah.
time. That's the whole
That's
thing.
more so what I meant.
It has
Fuck me,
literal
man.
time travel, so
Jesus.
it's like, yeah, you check his king. He's like, I'm just gonna travel my king back in time to the third board here and make a new move and create a new reality from that. And it's like, what the fuck? Now there's like an
The
entire
most
another game of
helpful
chess.
reviews are great.
Ah.
Recommended. Gift this to someone you don't like to make them feel stupid.
That's
we
perfect.
all just gift it to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
We're like, that's a great idea.
That's a
Another
good
comment
prank.
that says, "I've played
Who
for so
did you
long."
have for Secret Santa? I had you, Jared. Here's your fucking chess game, you dick.
It's like, I've played for so
That's
long.
for
The game
fucking
is
my
now
life.
real. I'm being hunted by 5 alternate versions of me, all intent on killing me. I'm hiding out in the 6 multiverse, and I can only hope they don't track me here. I'm running out of places to hide.
That's amazing.
Now it sounds more like fucking Doom.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's getting real.
And,
fucking
and then
hard
the
real
next
fast.
comment's just question mark, and the one after that is just help.
He's fine. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's fine. Yeah, that was
Homie,
really
can
funny.
you check on the kids? They're fine.
Kind of sideline that talking about fucking 5D chess, but yeah, what cars were you shooting on that weekend, Brennan?
Yeah, sorry.
Obviously not a smart car.
Brendan.
Clearly, they're
Wow.
cooler.
No, it was a smart car, guys.
It's a lie. I don't believe
Nah.
you.
I already know you're a fucking lying piece of shit.
No,
You
well, I put in
deceptive
our I put in our chat. I actually didn't mention the one
Thing's
at
falling
all to
apart.
you guys
Oh,
yet,
you
but if you
did
see that
say
bottom
one.
one, I got to do
Let's see.
that.
Oh, nice. Okay, hold on. Let me get these up.
What is that?
Open.
Let me get you up.
Open. You couldn't if you tried. I have erectile
I
dysfunction.
can't get you. I'm so tired. Oh, that's really neat.
But
Oh.
Hold on,
yeah,
chat.
so
we'll
I
get
got to do Lamborghini Huracan, but it wasn't just like a regular base model. It was the LP10
Excuse me.
4 or the
Ooh.
LP610 4. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but it's
Is
sick.
Lamborghini as good as Ferrari? Explain.
Oh
These
my
are
God.
crazy.
Brendan's like, I'm leaving. I hate you so
I'm
much.
gonna leave.
Those are fucking crazy. What's that last one? What is that?
those are insane
BMW
cars.
something?
Like
the
that's
yellow
same.
crazy
That's
one?
literally the car that I have.
That's so fucking crazy with that like wrap job. That looks so neat.
Yeah, that's just with like
awesome.
literally like probably like 65K put into it. So
Sure.
you know,
That's easy. That's
Yeah.
doable. It's
Same
doable.
car I have, except
Let
10
me
times
just-
as much
let me
money.
just
I now
put that
have
in
an
my-
in
let me just put that
at
in
the
my cart
airport
for later.
I now have
We're
like
good.
a little in at one of the hangars at the airport, and I can do photos in front of jets.
Nice.
That's
That's
really
fucking
cool.
bad. What's that blue one with the doors?
Did you
up?
have to grease somebody's wheels?
Did not.
What's-
That's a MP4 12C McLaren.
That's a gun.
That's fucking sick.
No.
Can you
One
shoot
number
people
off,
with it?
Jared. One
That's
number
so
off.
fucking cool, dude. That McLaren looks so nice.
Yeah, I love that one too because the building we were at, if you like zoom out on it, you can see all the like light reflections on the ground
Yeah,
and stuff.
That's
It
fucking
works
awesome.
really neat.
Oh, I know what that is. That's ray tracing. really good.
Sick.
Look at you go. That's
Then,
fucking
that's
nice.
the
That's so fucking nice.
that's
dude.
the Hurricane.
That's
Yeah,
really
L-
cool, man.
The LP 610-4, and I got to ride. I got to go for a drive in that.
Dude, that's so
which was
pretty.
fucking
Did you
sweet.
get to actually drive it, or were you just chilling in
No,
the passenger
no,
seat?
I didn't drive it, but
You're like, I don't want to drive
I
your
might get
expensive
to
car.
next time. So
But
That's
I'm gonna
fucking
do
sweet, dude.
burnouts in your fucking lawn.
How much does this cost? I
What
can
you,
afford
what
it.
you want to do is take photos from inside that jet while it's flying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got to get some like crazy action shots with the cars at the end of the fucking the
Yeah, do you have a drone
runway?
for this too?
no, I
You
don't.
should get a drone. You should get a
I
little
know.
drone.
Oh, that would be
They're-
that'd be badass. That'd be fucking. You could
They're
take some
expensive
crazy
as
cool
well.
shots. Yeah, I was gonna say they're fucking crazy expensive.
And
but they're so
honestly,
neat.
well, yeah, some are. But I bet you could find one that's relatively budget friendly.
The photography
for
ones
what
aren't
you need.
friendly. I've looked at them before.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's
Entry-
fair.
entry
Photog-
level ones
the-
are
like
fucking.
2 grand.
As soon as you
yeah.
put
like
photography.
It's
Mav
not
on it or
even-
whatever the Mav Air, whatever the fuck.
Exactly. It's not even
Remember
so
what
much like
they're
the
looking at,
photography. It's the stabilization and like the gyroscopic technology that goes into that fucking thing. Because it's not like other drones
it's-
where
yeah,
like, it
it's
has to stay
rocking
perfectly fucking level all the time and shit and like respond on a fucking dime. I'm pretty sure that you can do like gimbal programming with those and shit
Yeah,
like
like
that
those
too. It's
the
fucking
DJI,
badass.
which is like
So cool.
decent. Like the DJI is pretty good shit. Yeah, their packs like almost 2 grand.
Okay.
But it'd be cool. Maybe someday.
That's-
Maybe
It's
win lottery.
doable.
that'd be fucking.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I spent like
Yeah, we
more
still
than
have to.
double that
We
on my
still have to
camera,
buy
but,
lottery
like,
tickets. We have yet to do that.
I'm not trying
That's
to
fine.
do
I
it
bought
again.
I bought a lottery ticket last week, and I won, or not last week, like last month, and I won a free ticket. And I keep forgetting to take it in to get another free ticket to keep my lottery cycle going. So I'm bad at lottery, is what the moral of the story is here, apparently.
That's why I don't do it. I don't care. Like I've never remembered to go and buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Well, plus, like,
Yeah, that's funny. People are always like, when I win the lottery, it's like, when's the last time you bought a ticket? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, well, you're skipping out on the most important
Yeah,
step.
Like,
to
wow,
winning the
you're
lottery.
missing the it's one qualification to the
That's
lottery.
your whole life strategy, and you're only missing the whole part of it.
I think Daniel Tosh is a bit like that, where he's like, "Are you like me? Do you spend all day wondering what you're gonna do when you win the lottery, but then never go out and buy a ticket?"
For real, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like,
Just
that's exactly it,
daydreaming.
dude.
That's
Just-
funny.
Just wonder about what you do with your lottery winnings all the time, and then never go out and buy a ticket. And you're like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Exactly. It. Just ponder all the time. If I had $100 million, I'd do this. Like, well, you kind of got to spend $5 to make that, so or $3, whatever the fuck a lottery ticket costs these days. I don't even know how much a lottery ticket is. Honestly, I can't remember.
I don't even know. I don't buy them enough. Tiago, if you're still in the chat, you should know he buys lottery tickets all the
How
time.
much is a lottery ticket, Tiago?
I got
How
it.
much is it? Lee?
I got you.
$3?
$4.
Depends. I think
Not
it depends.
$6.49 with
Yeah.
Encore is $4.
You know
Yeah, I
what?
was gonna say
The next
Encore and shit.
time I'm in a gas station in a hurry and someone's in front of me buying lottery tickets, I'm gonna just ask them a bunch of questions about it. Like, how
This
much
is
does
my
that cost?
ticket. My
What
golden
is
ticket.
that?
If anybody wants to
We're
steal the
gonna,
numbers and
like-
get themselves a free lottery ticket, if you can manage to scoop those from this terrible quality, then I commend you. All yours. You can have it. I don't think it works like that. You just show up at the fucking variety store with like a
I
piece of
have
paper.
number 6, 7, 22.
Screenshot of this. You just have the screenshot. You're
Yeah.
like, here, I
Here,
won.
look, I
Like,
won.
yeah, let me
They
just
try and
fucking
like
type
write
that
the
in.
fucking code on their hand, like the fucking scannable
Like the barcode.
Scrawled.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great, dude. Yeah,
Beep,
like
boop.
a Hitman tattoo on their hand. You know what I mean?
I don't know why it doesn't work. I copied it perfectly.
That's so good.
That's
I'd
funny.
opt for that. Make life easy. You know what I mean? Look, I'm good. Beep. Just scan my hand. It's got a lot of implications. I don't like the idea of this. I don't like where this is going.
Once you get old, you're like,
All
the
grayed
numbers
out.
change because it's all like fucking jacked up.
And it's like only for one lottery ticket. So literally next week after you get your free ticket, you're fucked, and now you have a barcode tattoo on your hand that doesn't work for anything. Nobody thought this fucking plan through.
It was all for the jokes. Did it all for the memes.
All for the
All
memes.
for-
Imagine you
gonna
just
say
start
it's all for the
scanning his
meme.
random shit.
One second.
You just like put it over random scanners, and it's like you're a bag of potatoes at one store or like boots at another.
Yo, let me see if I'm in the system real quick.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, hold on, let me check real quick. It's just like boop. You're like, guess I'm $50 worth of cat litter here. Some stupid bullshit.
All right.
Go to the sex shop, see what I am there.
Yeah, no shit. Be like, I wonder if I am a dildo. Come
Anal
on.
beads, yes.
I don't think there's a worse sex toy that you could possibly be other than anal beads. Maybe a fleshlight. That'd be pretty fucking awful too. I don't know what kind of like horrible fucking heinous sins you had to commit in this life to get reincarnated as a fucking fleshlight, but you fucked
Just
up, dude.
Constantly accepting dick.
All the time. And not just dick, but loads. Like so many loads. Just fucking awful, dude. You wanna know true shame, dude? Have sex with your fleshlight and then go clean it out in your sink. That's like true shame. You want to really feel bad about the nut you just busted. I fucking recommend that one. That's fun. That's a good time, dude.
You still got like dishes in your sink. You're like, oh, I'm so full of
Oh
shit.
wait, yeah. Fuck, now
I have two
now you're
sinks.
just like fleshlight in one hand, moving dishes in the other. Like,
No. Come on, you guys don't be animals about this, all right? The kitchen sink is for dishes. The bathroom sink is for loads. All right, everybody knows this. This is fucking day one
You
shit.
don't do your dishes in
load
the kitchen
sink.
sink. Or, I mean, you don't do your dishes in the bathroom sink. Sorry.
Sometimes when there's too many dishes in the kitchen sink, then yeah.
When he mixes up the load sink when
That's
he's
why
too
you're
drunk,
moving
then
them.
that's when he does.
And I made a
That's why
mistake.
you're moving them.
Yeah, exactly. No, it happens. It happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not too concerned about it. I'm pretty confident. Nah, I don't like this idea. I'm gonna keep using my load sink for loads and my dish sink for dishes. I'm gonna keep that
Load
straight.
sink
There's a
for
sign above
loads.
both of them. It says dish sink and the other one says load sink, so you really can't
sink
confuse
for-
them.
Hard to mix them up.
Yeah, it's really
It's like
impossible.
laundry loads, but you know, it can mean two things.
It's like laundry loads, but not. It's like stickier. And it smells kind of bleachy. It's really weird.
My eyes! It's burning.
Cleaning. It's cleaning. That's what it's doing. It's cleaning. You're gonna see better after this. Trust me.
It stings like chlorine.
This is why we don't have dinner at Martin's. Yeah, no, that's amongst one reason. The other reason is that I only own one knife and one fork, so there's only one of me, so I don't really
Yeah,
see
why
a
would you-
need to
why
have
would
to
you
have
need
more.
more?
I've got 2 plates.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm living a lap of luxury here that I don't really need. Like I feel like Jeff Bezos or something like that having 2 plates in my house. You know what I mean? Like it's a bit much. I don't
You should
really.
just
need
go
that.
April and
luxurious.
Andy
Yeah.
mode from Parks and Rec and just eat out of a frisbee.
That's fucking genius. If I had a frisbee, I would have probably used it as a food receptacle
Oh.
by now. That's
They just have one frisbee and one spoon, and they share it.
That's
Come on,
fucking,
Rick.
that's perfect, dude.
Tell me you're not drinking out of a cat dish.
Julian's drinking swish
What?
out of a dirty old jug, dancing with a big dirty dog behind the Chinese food restaurant.
I mean, it's got some sentiment in it, but my fuck, if you can get it through you, it gets you some drunk.
Get you some drunk. Oh, swish. That shit's awful, dude. That's like the worst thing. Have you guys ever tried that shit? Have you ever like had a friend that like made booze
I
or
don't
any of that
think
shit?
so.
Holy
Well,
fuck.
I've had friends that have
Everybody's
made
dad
it.
used to.
I've definitely had friends that have made it and be like, "You want to try it?" I'm like, "Fuck, no, I don't."
Yeah, no.
Not good.
They're like, just make sure you swirl it around first, because you don't want to get like the chunks in your mouth at once. You want it to like mix in a little bit. You know, it's like a bad protein shake where it doesn't quite
You're
mix
like,
all the
"Ah,
powder in.
I don't want to do that.
No.
man.
Yeah, it's not
No.
great.
I
I'm
don't
good.
want to drink that.
You know what it mixes well with? Nothing. Nothing covers that
No.
fucking taste. No, it's like
It
pure
mixes
ethanol.
well with your fucking load sink when you pour it down the drain.
Yeah, I use that to clean out my load sink every once in a while when the water stops
like-
going down as fast.
The built up
Drano.
fucking there's like built up
man.
cum in your sink and just melts off.
Just
You'd
shaves
think
it
the
away.
extra sediment would it clog your drain, but it actually does the reverse and completely cleans it.
It's like a exfoliating scrub. You know what I mean? Like when you use those soaps with the gritty shit in them. It's like that kind of principle.
Remember when they found out they were bad for the environment? Same thing, but it'll clean out your sink. So
Same thing, but in reverse. You know what I mean? So
who
everybody's
cares,
happy about it.
right?
It's perfect. Brandon, you hurt your rib, you said?
Yeah.
What did you do? I was fixing my camera when you were
Playing
talking
with
about
kids.
Laughing too hard,
I was.
Playing with kids.
insulting women.
it. Went too hard on it, pulled a
got
muscle,
beat up. You got beat up by one you insulted.
screaming too loud.
No. I just got so enraged while screaming about it that I.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, you just screamed
an
so
old-
much you popped a
Like
muscle.
an old person, like an
Yeah.
old man.
No.
Fair enough.
I certainly wasn't hanging out the window of a vehicle at highway speeds to get photos.
No.
But I definitely did hurt it by running around with my daughter at the cottage last weekend. That's how I did it.
That'll
That
do
seems
it.
sensible. That would make the most sense to me for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks though.
Because, I mean, I can't pinpoint to when. I'm just saying, like, I did the one thing, and then
And
I
I did
was
the other
playing with my
thing.
kid, and then it hurt. So that's what I told work. Not that I was hanging out a
Ah.
vehicle at highway speed
Probably for the
getting
best.
photos. Anyways, no, so I heard it with my daughter, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Fucking
Daughter
kids,
was
man.
Definitely.
sick of my woman hate speech, and she laid a beat down on
She was
me.
like, no.
Just
Fuck you,
dropped
Dad.
an elbow.
You
Fucking
dad.
clipped it right across the middle there, just right in the fucking lower rib, right at that floating one. You know what I
We're
mean? That
walking
fucking-
through the sporting goods
Ugh.
section of
Oh.
Canadian Tire, and she just fucking took a bat to my ribs.
Oh, but it wasn't even like
Yeah,
a
it's
good
been-
bat. It was one of those soft wiffle ball bats. She had to go for like 30 minutes, dude. She wouldn't stop.
Beating of your life.
Yeah, it's like, ding.
Oh,
Sir,
God, speaking of trailer
please
park
stop.
boys, that reminds me of when Ray's getting them to, like, fucking hit his back. It's the only way to take care of the spasms, boys. It's the only way to get rid of the spasms. They'll, like, flip on the one camera and start recording it. Looks like they're just beating Ray
Beaten
with
to
bats.
death. It's such a good show. Anybody who's never watched Trailer Park Boys, go fucking watch that shit.
Oh,
it's
it's so
fucking
good.
brilliant. Such a good show. What's that other one? Letterkenny. That one's good too. It's not like quite the same,
Yeah.
but it's like that same Canadiana type of fucking bullshit.
It's
It's,
essentially like Listowel, Ontario.
yeah, exactly.
if you've ever been to Listowel, that's what Letterkenny is.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, that's where Jared Kiso, like the main guy, was from.
Yeah,
So he just
honestly,
based it off that.
anything in here on Perth is basically Letterkenny.
yeah,
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
got fucking D-gens.
Yeah.
D-gens
That shit's good as fuck.
are
People
just
in Huron
like the
County
people
saw
from
that on
Huron
TV. They
County.
freaked out because like, that's like me.
People in Trailer Parks probably
Yeah.
freaked out when they saw Trailer Park Boys too. Just the same. Idiots freak out about idiocy. It's what they do. Look, I'm on the TV. It's just like my life. It's just like me.
It's my friend.
Wow, I relate to this. Shut the fuck up. Eat your fucking. Go consume your goods and watch your fucking advertisements like a good little sheep.
I mean, nobody wants to eat 9 cans of ravioli, but I mean, the first 2 don't count, and the third and fourth I must have burnt with a blowtorch, and after that, I must have just kept eating.
They don't count. Burnt that one with a blowtorch.
First 2 don't count.
Not at all. Yeah. Oh yeah. What was I doing this week? Oh yeah, they dropped that fucking Matrix trailer, so I went hard and.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
watched
you
all
have
the-
an
I'm going to go
entire
grab another
essay
drink,
here.
but
Yeah,
we should
yeah, we'll
definitely-
get
Before
into
you
that
watch
after.
the trailer, did you watch the like teaser thing from before with
Yeah.
the 2 pills?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
did.
it was cool because like you clicked on the pill, like there was like 2 teasers. One was like voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, which Martin was like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
I didn't know he was
But
in it. Yeah.
it was kind of cool because like during them it'd be like, "It's 11:03," and I like looked over at the time like, "It is 11:03."
That was.
And then
pretty
I like
cool.
started watching the next one. It's like it's 11:04. I'm like, it is 11:04. Then I waited 10 minutes and did it again. I was like,
Yeah, that
Matrix
was-
is real.
That was pretty fucking sweet, and they had like the
Matrix
actual.
is real.
When you click the red one, they had like that. I can't remember what his fucking name is off the top of my head. I'm gonna butcher it. Like Yahya Abdul Mateen, who's the guy who's playing Morpheus now or whatever. When you click the red pill, he like did a little voiceover thing for it, and it was like the same thing. He's like, "You may think that it's 12:11," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, it is 12:11. What the fuck?"
You're like, oh my god, holy shit!
It's like, oh my god.
I didn't watch this. I should probably watch it.
You go
It's
outside
cool.
the next day, like an hour later, you see a woman in a red dress. You're like, "Fuck this!"
No!
Fuck this.
Just staring her down. I'm like, I know you're gonna transform, bitch.
I'm turning my car around.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
As soon as she
out.
like walks past you, spin around, just like fucking start throwing hands, expecting an agent to be there, but instead you're just Brendan.
It ain't gonna
attacking a woman
happen.
for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put one of my tactical vests on and hope for the best here.
Just pray. But yeah, they dropped it. They dropped that trailer, so I went and like rewatched all the other ones. And
Are we gonna watch it?
picked it up? Yeah, we'll watch it when Brendan gets. I think Brendan said he was gonna go grab something or something like that. Did you? Or was it?
drink?
Yeah, take your time.
Okay.
And then
All
yeah,
out of
whenever he gets
Earl Grey
back.
tea.
Everybody's
Ooh,
like, "Oh,
good
he just
call.
looks like John Wick."
It's
I'm
so
like,
good. Oh,
I'm like,
so
that's
good.
Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves. He's not gonna change what he looks like. Like,
Yeah,
how dare he
can't.
look like he looks in another movie? I'm like, that's what he looks like.
It's
What do you
kinda
want him
just
to wear a
what
mask
kind
and
of
be
what
a different
acting is
person?
about.
It's like when you fucking
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck? This dude in The Martian looks exactly like that dude from Good Will Hunting. That's fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, that's
And
weird.
it
Isn't that
was
weird?
Exactly like that puppet from Team America World Police.
Hmm.
Incredible.
Man, I really hate when they just like use the same looks from people. You know what I mean? Like with their nose and their face structure and their eyes. It's so irritating. I hate it.
How
Get the
dare
fuck
they
outta here,
use the same
idiots.
people for shit?
You're also.
I'm
stupid.
curious if at some point the movie is gonna have short hair and a clean shaven. I hope not, but I'm curious.
I don't know. I got a couple of weird little theory things going on there from watching that trailer a million times. Yeah, I wrote like a whole fucking thing up about it. Like every single
like,
thing that I know.
there's like the one
like a
glimpse at the
fucking
one
essay.
lady. I was like, oh shit, is this the Oracle reborn? I don't want to get into anything before we watch
No,
it, but you
it's
probably
not the
noticed that
Oracle.
part too.
That's
No?
not, no, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. We'll get into all that shit though.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I'm like 90% sure that I got a good grasp on like the generality of it. You know what I mean? Like what's going on and shit. But I have like a couple of random fears about it that it's gonna like they're rehashing they're doing the same thing that The Force Awakens did. Where they're like, do you remember Liquid Mirror? Do you remember Bullet stopping? Remember Neo? Remember Trinity? And you're like, yeah, I remember all this. Remember the White Rabbit? And you're like, yeah, okay, I don't want to watch The Matrix 1 again. You know what I mean? Like, please don't make this like a soft fucking reboot.
I did
like-
have those but at the same time, I was like, oh, a callback to the White Rabbit, cool. But then I was like, but they did that.
Yeah, well, like literally the whole trailer is just the Matrix 1. You know what I mean? Like it's like, Neo, do you want to know the truth? You have to follow the White Rabbit, take the red pill. Blah. I'm like, this is literally the story of the Matrix 1 at this moment, right? So I'm like, that's a little nerve-wracking, as it were, because like you know how they fucking do shit like that sometimes when they like soft reboot these franchises, right? And they're just like, all right, let's just take the first movie and redo it for a modern time. And it's like, I really hope they don't do that, or I hope they're not doing some kind of like transitional type of thing with Keanu where he's like passing the torch to the new Matrix cast, kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
no,
I don't,
fuck
I
that.
don't want that. I don't want this to like turn into another trilogy of like.
I want him to
random
be
people.
OP as fuck and just shit on everybody and be like, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
want
curious.
some new fucking loser.
I don't know, because he's like 50 something years old, right? There's a couple of scenes in that trailer where he's like jumping away from an explosion. I like timestamped all this shit, and the timestamp here that
I think he's
made
like
me laugh.
57 now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
he's
was, like,
57.
my one timestamp
Like,
was like
as of
203.
10 days ago, he's 57.
Yeah, it's like 203. 55-year-old man jumping away from an explosion looks like 55-year-old man jumping away from explosion. You know what I mean? Because he's like, and like so old and can barely move. I'm like, dude, I'm 30 and I'm too old to be doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
What he likes to do.
I'm excited for it. That's for sure. Like, I'm gonna watch
Do you
it
think
no matter
that
what.
guy is actually Morpheus? Because I don't know if they said his name.
He's cast as Morpheus? Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he is
I didn't look
Morpheus.
into it. I don't like looking into like castings and stuff when it's like shit that they don't like straight away tell you.
Yeah.
So I like to just like fucking like get it as they give it to me. I don't want to.
That one
You know what I mean?
I was really curious about. I just wanted to know if that was actually supposed
Like, could
to
you
be
imagine
him.
you're looking through the IMDb and you see it says like Agent Smith, but it's somebody else playing
Yeah.
him? You'd be like, what the fuck? You know? Like,
See, I got that spoiled for me like a little while ago when they started production because Hugo Weaving was talking about how he wasn't coming back and shit. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, okay, I don't know if they're gonna do Smith then in this one, which would kind of make
Yeah.
sense that they don't have Smith. Like the whole idea of Smith was that he was like a rogue program that went fucking nuts in the Matrix, right? Just like started taking
Yeah.
shit over and had like aspiration to escape and shit, and then they literally assimilated and deleted him at the end of the third movie. So it's like he doesn't exist anymore. He's not a thing. Whereas like Neo at the end of the third movie literally just got dragged away by the machines. You know what I mean? So it was like it could have just been fucking anything. They reinserted him back into the source, and then that's just it, and you know the Matrix resets and shit like that. But yeah, so it's like feasible that he could come back, but it'd be like a bit of a stretch, in my opinion, to have Smith come back without some kind of a like big explanation to it. But it depends too. I don't know if they're doing more movies. You know what I mean? Like if they're doing like 2 more fucking movies, like another trilogy or something like that, they could be like setting things up right now. Like,
I hope it's just like, I don't know.
I hope it's a one and done too. I hope that this is just like its own thing and it's like a little self-contained end kind of. You know what I mean? Like
at very most 2. Don't do a trilogy.
Even if they
so
just
hard to
fucking
make
do
a
one
trilogy.
movie and then just do spin-offs like series and video games and shit like that, like that would be cool. You know what I
Give
mean?
me an Animatrix 2 and I'll be happy as fuck.
Oh yeah, I watched that too on the weekend because there was like a bunch of like lore shit that I couldn't remember, and that fucking Animatrix.
I haven't
goes
watched the
into all that.
Animatrix in like years.
So good.
Is
Just
it
watch
still-
the
is it on
second
Netflix
Renaissance.
still?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Just watch the second Renaissance part 1 and 2. That's like the best part of it all, where it like explains the whole machine backstory and like the war between the humans and the machines and shit. It's fucking awesome. The Matrix is so cool, like the world of it and shit like that. It's so well done. Those
Yeah,
So the
I don't
three-
know
the
enough
three
about
main-
it. I'll have to
The
watch
3
more.
main
So
movies
good.
are on
They're on Netflix,
Netflix,
right now.
but,
I did see that.
the Animatrix is not at the moment,
Mm.
but you can probably find it somewhere.
yeah.
You're an Animatrix.
You're not missing too much by not watching the Animatrix. It's just like extra bonus shit, like you know, expanding on the world and giving like history on things like that and blah blah blah. The movies are the only ones that really matter.
People like sexually
that's the kind of-
assaulting robots, and you're like, "What's going
Yeah.
on here?"
Like, what the fuck?
I was saying, but that's
Like-
the kind of
like
stuff you want
groping
to see if
robot
you're a
tits, and
diehard
you're like,
fan.
"Whoa."
Yeah.
You want that shit if you're a diehard. You're like, I want all the connecting stuff that like nobody cares about. I care about
Yeah.
it. So like that's
The
That's
Matrix
cool
had
stuff that we did.
the Matrix has like such fucking deep lore to it too, so it was like already like all established in the movies. You just didn't get to see it, you know what I mean? So it was really cool. Where
Fair
you're like,
enough,
oh, there's
fair
all
enough.
that cool shit that you heard about, like the fucking the 7 hour
Yeah,
war or whatever it was and
that's
shit. It's
that's
like,
the tying together stuff.
Right.
It's like bam, and here now
Uh,
you get to actually see it. And
Nice.
You know what game had a lot of back lore that was actually like parts of the movies that you
Enter
just
the
like heard
Matrix.
little. Enter the fucking Matrix.
I
That
literally,
game's
dude,
so
I just
good.
played through that this week again too. I fucking watched all the movies.
it
I
still
watched
great?
the Animatrix. Yeah, it's amazing. Watched the Animatrix and then I played through fucking Enter the Matrix and the Path of Neo. But the Path of Neo.
Did you
is
play
just the
Path of
movie.
Neo?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Path of Neo's a little wonky.
Yeah,
At the
it's
end, you're
weird.
like, "What's going on?"
When you have to fight Smith on that train platform and you have to like push him onto the tracks or whatever when the train's coming,
It
it's
becomes like
oh my
Giant
God.
Smith, and you're like, "Okay."
It's the worst shit ever. Just goes
You're like,
forever. It's like that old era of PS2 games where
Instead
they didn't
of
quite have
like
it figured out.
instead
you
of
know?
like at the end of the third movie where there's like a million Smiths, they just like repulsa him where he's like a giant fucking
Yeah.
Smith, and you're like, "Okay."
All right, well that's the thing. Like we can't render this many characters on screen at once, but we can render a giant character on screen. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, let's do that then. That'll work nicely.
They might as well just made a fucking claymation version of him at that point.
I
Oh yeah,
remember
just
the
watch.
first
Go ahead,
time-
watch Reloaded. They look like fucking claymation
was-
versions when they're fighting each other.
The park
actually, I
fight
think
scene.
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, actually, is that the one where he's got the giant metal pole?
Yes,
and fighting
yeah.
them all? Okay, yeah.
yeah.
They had that as like the preview for that movie on Netflix, and I was kind of like,
This
But
looks
dude,
like
at the
shit.
time, that
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that was
Fair enough, okay.
groundbreaking. But yeah, it
part
looks
of me doesn't
awful.
realize part of me didn't know if it was like me being spoiled.
This is like
and it being
2002.
good now. That's what I was getting at, or it just being like
The Matrix
that old back
Reloaded
then.
Yeah,
was
And it would be really cool at that time, like,
2003.
yeah.
Go back
for
to
sure.
fucking like old ass Call of Duty that came out in 2002. You're like, oh, it looks fucking incredible. so
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly.
that
We're
was
also
that
used
was
to
just
shit.
me. Exactly. That was just my fucking like desensitized to like really different CGI and me being like, that's kind of like cheesy looking. But 2002, yeah, you're probably like, holy fuck.
Yeah, they had to like invent so much fucking technology to make that scene possible. It was nuts.
Yeah.
I guess that honestly, that's just like a big fucking hat off to the people who've developed all that technology.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone like me is a fucking scrub, and I'm like judging it.
Yeah, dude. No, it's true
because
though.
it's
like,
older.
we
Somebody
wouldn't have,
literally took something that didn't exist and then made that.
Yeah,
Like there
Sucks.
wasn't
Fucking
the
sucks.
means to do that,
Not
but they're
good.
like,
Not
we
good, no.
figured it out. And they're like, no, it sucks.
and then
That's
it's like,
what I mean. Yeah,
We've only had 20 years to improve on the thing they created.
like
you
without
know what I mean?
that foundation, like that's what like
Fucking
allowed for things like
losers.
Endgame and all that other fucking amazing CGI spectacle fest. You know what I mean? It was like the cornerstone of foundations that movies like The Matrix and those original or the Star Wars prequels did. Like those
Yeah, I
innovations in CGI like can't be fucking sold short for how much impact in the movie industry that those fucking movies had. Like
just
Especially
super
Matrix.
privileged with what we've seen lately and all that shit.
Yeah.
So like I was just kind of like, for some reason, I don't know. I had a really high expectation, and then that was the preview scene they used, and I was kind of like,
You're like,
okay,
okay, that's a thing.
yeah. I was like, that's definitely CGI.
Like, what is
I
this?
remember
fucking
sitting
CGI
in the
cutscene?
theater watching that with my buddy, and we were both like, "Brr," like sounds coming out of us, like freaking out. Like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Did you see Neo? He bashed him into the window. Oh my god!
There's so many Smiths.
I think. Did you ever watch that Passchendaele movie or some bullshit? It
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we saw it in theaters in school, and there's like
Passchendaele movie.
there's like a sex scene in it,
Ooh.
and for some I forget what. Bryce
Shield
said,
your
but
eyes,
he-
children. Shield your eyes.
It was it's like he either made a noise or said something, and it was whatever he said or did. It was fucking hilarious, and like pretty much the entire theater erupted in laughter. Oh yeah, because the guy has like an asthma attack after he's like they're getting like hot and heavy, and he was just like, ha ha! It's so ridiculous. I don't know. I forget what happened exactly.
Was
but
the
it funny.
entire was
was
the
stoned.
entire soundtrack just Passchendaele by Iron Maiden playing throughout the
Over
entire
and
movie?
over and over.
You know it.
Great.
Like it didn't stop. At one point, I thought it went to Run to the Hills, but it switched completely back like immediately.
It's pretty easy to get
Just
those
loop.
confused. Well, what do you guys think? You want to watch the trailer and then we'll go
Yes.
talk about it?
Yeah.
All right, it's in this week's chat. It should be like up near the very
All
top.
right, let me hold.
Are you
let me-
ready
let me-
to
let me go.
come
Let me
into
go.
the Matrix?
No.
Back to zero.
I'm curious what they're gonna do to
Is it
counteract
here?
the
What am I
whole
doing
phone thing, because it's like, oh, we have to run fucking 8 blocks to find a phone.
They
Now
can,
it's like,
I have theories on that as well in my essay.
I was watching. I'll talk to you about it once we watch the trailer. I don't want to like keep talking about it before
Oh, I
everybody
gotta
else
get.
watches
I
it.
gotta get through this stupid ad first. Hold up.
Yeah, no worries. Just let me know when you're paused.
Ads.
Already. Oh, there you go. We're paused. We're good.
All right, everybody's all good.
Okay, sorry. Well, no, 1 second.
Oh, no worries.
Where
This
was
week's
it?
chat,
In the
very
beginning of
top.
this Chat, yeah.
It's got Keanu Reeves doing this.
You know what I should be doing? Putting this over here.
Oh
on my
God,
other
that's a
screen.
loud ad.
Kieran, you should have had your backdrop be the fucking Matrix things today. That would have been fun.
Oh, I should have done
if
that
I-
too.
If,
Fuck.
if I was
Forgot.
smart, I would have done that.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that. I should have set mine up too.
But I'm not smart.
I got
so
piano
didn't.
this week.
We just queued
Oh,
it
it's
up
off.
from
Just from zero. Yeah.
with the little
Yeah.
intro
Stupid
thingy.
intro
Okay.
thing. Yeah. All right, ready, guys?
The whole thing's 303.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's not fine. No.
Yeah.
Don't trust a hoe. Never trust a hoe.
On a count of 3.
3, 2, 1, play.
Thomas? You seem
He's kitty.
particularly
It has a
trippy
cat,
right
10
now.
out of
Can you
10.
Tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
That's how I take
Jill
baths,
Wilson
just so you
duck.
know.
Yeah,
love it.
me too.
Have we met? One pill makes you larger and one pill
That scene gave me a Scanner Darkly vibe.
Yeah.
and the ones that mother gives you
There's a lot of shots in this that were giving me that vibe, dude.
do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
And if you
Only one of the Wachowskis,
I
too.
want the truth, Nia.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to have to fly.
Lily decided not to come back. She didn't want to retread old ground, she said. Which is fair.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me. No?
Hadouken!
I know what I'm doing Christmas Day.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's the last Airbender.
Oh, that fucking agent transition looks so cool.
That
Yeah,
was
that was
good. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I just love that like twitch. It's that's fucking awesome, dude. Oh! He's sold.
55-year-old man jumping from explosion.
Inception,
Okay,
anybody?
I love that. I love that.
I was saying that looked more like
transition,
Splitgate to me.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
love
Inception
that
shit, dude.
transition.
Oh, that looks so good, dude.
I remember months ago seeing the scenes, shots from when they were filming that scene jumping
Yeah,
out.
when they
Yeah.
jumped off the roof there.
Like months ago.
Yeah, I know. I remember that too.
And then I think I remember seeing a bit of the car stuff as well, like the motorcycle.
Oh, did
Well,
you? I
you're
didn't see that.
welcome,
That's
Matrix.
cool.
The street,
For the
yeah.
free advertising.
Matrix Resurrection. Oh fuck yeah, like they need us. Fucking on the WB channel in the first 2 days at 31 million views. I think this is already in the bag that people are
That's
going to see it.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, we're helping to get that, you know.
All
that,
10 of our yeah.
Yeah.
That looks fucking good though. I'm really
I'm
excited
helping.
for that. I
Oh,
want to
it's really
watch
good,
that
I agree.
shit. Okay.
I agree.
So I've got all my little notes here from the trailer shit because I'm a fucking loser. So all there's probably more shit than this, obviously, but these are just the things that I noticed off the bat when I was watching it and shit like that. So it's kind of in like chronological order because I just wrote it down while I was watching the trailer and stuff. Excuse me, Diet Pepsi is working against me. So at the beginning of the trailer, in around 12 seconds, when Neo's talking to Neil Patrick Harris about his like dreams that he's having that aren't dreams or whatever, there's like a bunch of quick cuts that you see in the middle of that, right? One of the cuts that you see.
You paused it, didn't you?
Oh, dude, I watched it at like 0.25 and paused it every fucking 10 seconds and shit like that. Yeah, it's like I need to see what's happening.
Yeah.
So there's like cuts in that are like, you know, there's all kinds of weird random shit. One of the cuts in there is really cool because it's like you see the machines like operating on Neo, and there's a quick cut like quickly to his face where his eyes are still fused shut from the fight with Bane at the end of Revolution. Sorry. You know what I mean? When he fights Agent Smith at the end in the real world and he hits him with that electrical cable and he blinds him. You remember that? So he still has those wounds. So at the beginning of that trailer, there's, like I said, when he's talking about the dreams, there's a quick cut in there where you see the robots like repairing Neo's body, which leads me to believe that this is actually set after the events of Revolutions. But how long after the events of Revolutions is still the question, because there's like, you know what I mean, in the cyclical nature of the Matrix and shit like that. When you talk, or when the architect talks in the second one, he talks about the the iterations of the Matrix or whatever, and there's been like 6 iterations, and apparently it takes about 100 years for the Matrix to decay to the point where the one has to return to the source to reset it. So if that is the time frame of about 100 years per reset, then it could be like 100 years after the last movie, which is fucking kind of interesting too, right? But anyway, so that was the one thing that I noticed that I thought was really cool. It kind of solidifies the time frame, which is interesting anyways, right? The second thing I noticed at like around 25-ish seconds, there's a person that snaps his third finger with a big ring on his hand. I'm 90% sure that that ring is the same ring that the Merovingian was wearing in Reloaded. That French guy who was dating what's her name? Persephone with the
fucking
giant
steak.
titties.
That guy.
Yeah.
The dude that's like, oh, you want a steak? And he's like, no.
No, the cake guy. The cake guy.
Oh, is it cake?
Yeah, the orgasm cake guy. That's the Merovingian. But he's like a relic from an older version of the Matrix and shit like that. So that's a whole other thing. But I'm pretty sure that the guy that was flicking his fingers there and snapping his fingers at the end with that big fat diamond ring on his hand, pretty sure that's the same ring that the Merovingian had in Reloaded. So that would be kind of interesting if the Merovingian's back. Doesn't really have huge implications, but it's just an interesting thing that like with the cyclical nature of the Matrix, that certain programs that are like in like
Constant,
like yeah, they're like constantly in the Matrix no matter what the revision of the Matrix is. At like around 42 seconds, Neo's eating his pills and shit like that. If you pause on there, you can see the pill bottle, and on the pill bottle it's called ontolofloxacin, which, like, from what I can understand, is a combination of the words ontology, which is a branch of philosophy that revolves around the questioning of reality and what is real. So it's a combination of the words ontology and floxin. And floxin is apparently a medication that's used to treat bacterial infections. So it's like the ontolofloxacin is like treating the need for him to like question reality and shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm like,
cool.
I just thought that was really fucking neat.
That's neat. I like that.
And then at 56 seconds, you can see somebody pouring the pills into the sink, right? And I kind of just assumed that was like Neo, like rejecting it or whatever. If you look at that, the person that's pouring it is wearing a fucking blue plaid shirt and a blue cardigan, exactly the same that Neil Patrick Harris is wearing at the beginning of the trailer. So if Neil Patrick Harris is like his psychologist that's supposed to be like I would assume is the one giving him the blue pills and like keeping him sedated, why the fuck would he be like doing that? You know what I mean? Like, that's an interesting question too. Why would he be like pouring out the pills and like throwing the container in the sink and shit like that? Like, that's just weird. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's just a strange little oddness that I didn't really understand there. At around 1 minute, Jared, this is what you were talking about with the lady with the Alice in Wonderland book.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that's Sati, the little girl from the from the transition at Mobile Ave when Neo gets like locked in between the Matrix and the real world. It's the little girl that is with the Oracle and shit like that.
That's waiting for
Oh.
family.
Yeah,
What the
that's I'm
fuck?
pretty confident
I
that
getcha.
is Sati all grown up now, and she has like either because Sati is an interesting character, right? Because like Sati was an exiled program that was created with no purpose, and every fucking program in the Matrix has a purpose. Even the fucking architect who created the Matrix was created with a purpose, which was to create the Matrix, right? Everything has a
Yeah.
purpose. Sati is like one of the only programs in the Matrix that has no purpose. So that's a fucking interesting character in and amongst herself, and if she's still around, then maybe she's like taking up some kind of mantle that the Oracle had at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like an interesting thing too. And the other interesting side of that is like, can programs age in the Matrix then? Like, how the fuck does that work? You know what I mean? Like, that raises weird question because she was a kid at the end of the fucking last movie, and now she's like an adult. But with my other point of the 100-year cycle, you know what I mean? She's clearly only aged like 30 years. So like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in there. That's really interesting. But yeah, I'm pretty confident that that's that Sati girl. I'm 90% sure that that's who that's going to end up being. 103. There's a quick scene of Neo and he's walking past he's like walking past a giant screen, right? I don't know if you guys caught that. It was really quick. That fucking screen is literally playing the scene from the original Matrix when Neo touches the mirror and the mirror like consumes him. It's like it's playing the Matrix in the Matrix. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's fucking
As he's
weird.
standing at the mirror as
Yeah.
well.
And literally that mirror, I looked at it and I read and rewatched it and everything. That mirror that he's looking at is the same mirror from the first one. It has the same inlays and the same framing and shit like that on the outside.
This is at 103?
Yeah, 103.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's literally playing the original Matrix on like a giant, what seems to be movie screen or something like that, while Keanu Reeves is like looking into the mirror. That like, it's like, that's fucking weird. Like, that's some fucking trippy shit right there for sure. Yeah, so that's that one. At 108, that's that Yaha Abdul Mateen, sorry, I'm terrible with names. He's playing Morpheus, that's confirmed. And if that is the case, why is Morpheus so much younger, right? If this is set after Revolutions, why the fuck is Morpheus like a young man now? Now there's an interesting point with that I could kind of relate it back to. In that same scene when Neo is looking in the mirror or whatever, he kind of like transitions into like an old man looking thing, right? So like
he
that
goes
makes
from
me
old to like his current look
Right.
himself. Yeah.
If you remember in the old Matrix when they talk about that, it's called RSI, residual self-image, right? And you reflect what you want to be in the Matrix and shit like that. Have people's RSI been changed by like the machines maybe so that they can't like remember shit from the old, you know what I mean, from the last version of the Matrix? Maybe they're just like trying to like trip them out and fuck with them or something like that. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that was like kind of all together. It was like maybe that's why Morpheus is younger and that's why like we see Neo as Neo, but when everybody else sees him, maybe they see like this old fucking man or something like that, you know what I mean? And like
That'd
when
be
he
fucked
sees
if everybody
himself-
else sees him as like this old fucking dude.
Yeah,
He's just
and like he
"Ugh."
sees himself like that too, you know what I mean? Just to keep his mind like from wandering back to like the past and shit like
But
that.
only
maybe, or
we
whatever.
as the viewer see him as what he looks like
Right.
to us.
Like something like that. But yeah, so that was kind of my interesting on that. If everybody, yeah, like maybe it was like everybody's RSI changed when the Matrix reset, or maybe it was only Morpheus, or maybe it's like a ploy by the machines. There's like a million possibilities, right? At 119,
I'm so excited for this.
119, there's I believe it's on the roof when the chick she's like, oh, if you want to know the truth, you have to follow me, Neo, right? And she goes and opens the door. The door
Like
like
with the white rabbit.
yeah, the door like emanates with light. The only fucking time
Yeah.
that happens is when he goes and sees the architect and the keymaker
Yeah.
opens the door. The keymaker
Yeah.
is like that. The keymaker is like a fucking like a portal guy. Like he can open doors into other parts of the Matrix and travel like freely through the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
So
the
like,
other thing
I'm
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
say about these is like fucking trailers are always misleading. So I can see
Yes.
this part of like how she's opening the door there, and then it seems like they're stepping.
That's just a
through the
completely
mirror.
different
I
scene.
bet that's a completely different.
I
scene.
agree. I agree. But there's
you know
other
what I mean?
ones.
They're so fucking sneaky with the way they do trailers, and you think certain scenes lead into others, and then you watch the movie, you're like, that didn't happen.
Yeah, but there's other ones too. I'll get to it afterwards. Yeah, but
Yeah, and you're like, that
so it's
could
like-
lead into that, or that could be totally different.
just total misdirection. Yeah, exactly. It's true.
Yeah.
Like you said, trailers are fucking good for doing that shit these days. Like,
Oh,
look
yeah,
at those
they're
fucking
so
Endgame
sneaky.
trailers. There was the Hulk in it.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, oh, sweet. Or Infinity War, sorry. We're like, oh, look, the Hulk.
Yeah.
That's going to be sick. He wasn't even in the fucking movie. You know what I mean? It was all just a lie. I was like, yeah, so yeah, don't put it past them to not do shit like that. Brendan's totally right, man. They will trick your ass.
So like this part, like they could be not walking into that room they walk into when they do go through this door. It could be a
100%.
totally different scene.
Just leads something. Yeah, yeah, you're totally right. But yeah, so it made me wonder if like the abilities of the Keymaker from Reloaded have kind of like transitioned into just being ubiquitous within like members of the Resistance, like in free people. You know what I mean? Like maybe they just kind of have that ability now to be able to travel through doors with keys and shit like that. But there's another point to that later. I'll get to it. At 122, they step after they open that door. Like you said, it's probably a misdirection, but when they open that door, they transition through that and they come out of a mirror. I've never seen that in the Matrix. Like they don't use mirrors for like transportation. You know what I mean? So like that kind of leads back to what you were saying, Jared, where you're like, how the fuck is this going to work with the hard lines now? Like how are they going to jack out of the Matrix and shit? Maybe something to do with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like maybe they have new ways.
That's what I was thinking the first time I watched it.
Yeah, it's got to have something to do with those like the doors, and it's something to do with that Keymaker bullshit because they can like transition themselves around the There's another scene, I'll get to it in a second here, where it's like it's fucking so trippy. Like so many weird things happen
when the agent comes out and it's like flips around. You're like, oh
no, worse than that. Worse than that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that's a mirror thing. Anyway, 126. There's a scene with Trinity and Neo talking to each other, and if you look at Trinity's face, she's got like Matrix code running down her.
Code.
Yeah, like she's like falling apart. So I was like, I had an idea that maybe it was like that's not actually Trinity, that it's like some kind of like avatar that looks like Trinity that they put in to like get close to Neo or something like that. You know what I mean? So it was like, that'd be kind of an interesting thing. 136, it just says Hadouken because he just does a fucking giant Hadouken, and that was sick.
Yep.
Fuck you, man.
Also the color of
I was
that,
like
just
I was
the
right
whole
into it, and then
aesthetic
you
of that scene there,
So
as that
good.
thing's blowing up looks so
Hadouken!
good.
That fucking
the
just
color.
like the oh yeah, and like that beautiful lake and
138.
shit.
So good.
So pretty.
That's
so
quite the
good
Hadouken,
looking.
man.
Yeah, dude, he wasn't fucking around.
That's
And then the next scene
crazy
too.
shit.
Oh, that looks amazing as well.
Oh, there we go. 156. This is the weird one. So the 156 goes back to the same giant screen with Neo being taken over by the mirror and all that shit, right? But now it cuts to like SWAT officers firing at like a missile or something, or like a grenade or some shit like that, right? The missile like travels through a little crack in the screen at the bottom, and behind the crack in the screen is a door. Behind that door is a fucking moving train that's in Japan. So they fire this missile through the fucking crack in the screen. It goes through a door and explodes a train that's traveling through Japan. So it's like multiple things are going on there that are fucking ridiculously complicated. And there's an interesting thing there too. There's Japan in the Matrix. It's not just the mega city. I always thought it was just the mega city. So apparently it's like the whole world done in the, like, can you go to Sweden in the Matrix? You know what I mean? Because apparently you can go to Japan because there's Mount Fiji in the background and a bunch of cherry blossom trees. So it's like, so that's fucking crazy. But yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting.
Second one like where the like French dude was with the twins, weren't they like in the middle of like the Alps or something?
I'm pretty sure that was still like, because they had to get there through the Keymaker, right? So like who the fuck knows? Like I don't understand where that shit is. Or the Merovingian could have like some pocket area of the Matrix that he lives in and shit like that too. Like, because there's like the what's his name, the train guy, I can't remember his name, with the fucking gray scraggly hair, looks like a homeless dude, and he like runs that station in Reloaded or whatever. He made that, he built that as like a transitional period between the Matrix and the real world. Like he just created that. You know what I mean? So it's like if entities have that ability to just create things like that, maybe like an archaic thing that's been around since like the second iteration of the Matrix, like the Merovingian, would have that capability as well. Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's an interesting thought.
Because when it shows the outside, when he opens the doors to like the outside before they get opened with the key, and it's just like somewhere else, it's like this is just like fucking mountain range, and you can't see anything.
That's right too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just never, I didn't pay attention to that one.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Yeah, and then at the same point, it's like there's some kind of like Keymaker-esque travel that's now being able to be done by the Resistance, apparently. And then, yeah, Japan, blah, blah, blah. 203, 55-year-old man jumping from an explosion. Looks like 55-year-old man jumping from an explosion. 205, Trinity's fighting a group of SWAT officers, and she seems to be moving, like, at agent speed. Yeah. Like, she's, like, doubling and shit like that while she's moving, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's fucking trippy, too, because, like, you know, nobody else can do that except Neo and the agents.
I'm at 204, and when you see all, like, the different, like, things coming off of her, the one doesn't even look like her. It kind of looks like Asian. I don't know if it's just because the layer.
I noticed that too. Yeah,
I do see that. Yeah,
I was like, that doesn't look like fucking Trinity.
No, I know it's kind of strange. Some of them look weird, but I don't know if that's like an effect thing or what.
That is weird.
But yeah, so yeah, she's
Or
like
may-
doubling her movement. She's like moving like at agent speed. You know what I mean? Which is fucking really really weird because apparently nobody could do that except for Neo and the agents, right?
Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
at 202,
Not
it's
anymore.
it's showing her outside of the Matrix, like in the pods and stuff. So that's interesting.
Yeah, with the buzzed hair.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
219.
waking up again.
Oh no, sorry. 220. Neo doing Neo shit to bullets. That was fucking cool. 221.
How about
Oh, yeah, go
about
ahead.
did you have a note about like 208
What was it?
or like 209, I guess, to 210 when the door opens on its side?
Yeah,
and
that's
then
just transitioning
the
into
agent
like
comes out, but
yeah.
then like he walks out and then ends up like this, and you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's like the same kind of trippy shit as the missile going through a fucking crack in a door and ending up in another continent. You know what I mean? It's just like there's
Yeah.
clearly some weird transitional movement that can happen now between the Matrix and shit like that. Like, yeah,
Split
yeah, essentially, yeah. 221 Neo and Trinity are on a motorcycle driving through a crowd of people and they hit them. If you slow it down and look at it, all of the people that are chasing them have glowing green eyes. And earlier in the trailer, when Neo was talking about his dreams in the quick cuts, there's another quick cut of a man who like closes his eyes and opens them, and they have the Matrix code over them, and then he fires a bullet that Neo tries to catch. So there's like a weird thing now, I guess, with people being like corrupted or something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like I don't think that's an agent thing, because like we saw an agent earlier in the trailer do that twitchy takeover thing, right, where he takes over the body like they normally do. But these guys
Yeah.
have like glowing green eyes and shit, and they're just trying to like chase Neo and Trinity on this motorcycle. So it's like I don't know if that's like some kind of, like I said, corruption inside the Matrix or something like that,
Some
or
sort
maybe
of
it's
new
like
virus.
yeah, or maybe it's like a new way that agents can take over people without directly having to take them over or something like that. You know what I mean? Like maybe they can just fucking like brainwash a
Influence
group
them.
of people essentially and just make them fucking do whatever they want or something like that. So I was like, I don't know, but either way, it was pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
224, Neo does more Neo shit and redirects a fucking missile into a helicopter. And that was
Yeah,
that was
cool.
fucking badass.
Badass.
And that was pretty much it. The only other thing that I wanted to state on, because I've been watching a couple of like reading things on Reddit, and everybody's like, "Oh, why is not Matrix have green tone to it anymore?" That's a really easy question to answer. When we watched the original Matrix trilogy, that's predicated at the very end of the cycle of the Matrix, right? The Matrix goes through a cycle of like corruption and destabilization, where at the end of it, the one has to return to the source and put the code back in to, you know, reset the Matrix and shit like that. So at the end of the Matrix, obviously, if there's like a bunch of corruption and degradation happening, like clearly things are going to be a little bit green and weird looking. You know what I mean? Because if you remember at the end of Revolutions, when Sati and the Oracle are sitting on the bench, it's perfectly clear and red and like beautiful and warm. You know what I mean? Because it's a fresh Matrix. So I think
it's
that's
the rebooted Matrix.
yeah, so I think that's what that is. That's why the Matrix doesn't have that green color to it now, because it's not a corrupt, like degraded version of the Matrix. This is a fresh new iteration of the Matrix. Maybe that kind of explains why you're able to do this trippy traveling shit too. Maybe that's something that can only happen at like the beginning of the Matrix or something like that. And like as it gets worse towards the end, it like can't sustain that kind of shit or something. I don't know.
And the only thing that I saw that I had wondered about that you didn't mention was that like 47 seconds, Neo's looking up and he's watching like a flock of birds the way they're moving.
They're like
And he's,
bending
like,
them.
focusing.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the way like the Sentinels
Yes, that's fine. I was gonna
swoop around
yeah.
and flock.
Yeah, I was gonna put that in. That's funny. You're totally right. Yeah, because the way they're like bending and molding into each other and shit, it's like a big wave of sentinels. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's yeah,
Just the
no,
way
that's a good
how
one.
fixated and focused he is on it. Is
Yeah,
the only,
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
literally,
it's
that's the
like
only
tripping
maybe
them
in like
out.
the non-cut version of it, it spells something, because like maybe they like make some sort of symbol or like something he recognizes.
I think it's all just like flashbacks to old memories. You know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
sees
he's
the
just
shit
it's
and he's like,
reminding
oh,
him
I remember
of
that. Like,
you know.
Yeah, and he like
Kind of
sees
like
Trinity.
how Trinity was like, "Have we met?"
Yes, exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. Where they're like, yeah, he touches Trinity's
it's kind
hands,
of like
and it's like, oh
slices
shit.
of memories somehow coming through.
Yeah, and then he sees Morpheus. He's like, I know why you're fighting. He's like, you don't know me. Hadouken!
Hadouken!
He fucking blasts him into the next continent. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the trailer
God,
breakdown.
I'm so excited for that.
That's
But-
pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
one of
I'm
the
pretty
things
excited.
I thought that was interesting
You went
was
in
like
deep on that.
how about 214 when they're like
that was good,
diving
that was
out the
good
window? Because like you can see them like heading towards the ground, and there's like no mirror on the ground. But then when it looks like they're about to connect with the ground, they like go all wavy, like they're hitting a mirror. Maybe it's anything
Yeah.
with a reflection, like
Maybe,
it's
like-
wet and there's a puddle, and they're like, "Peace out."
Oh, maybe, yeah. That's
That'd be
interesting.
handy.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, because yeah, it looks like they like transition through the ground almost. They like hit it.
Yeah,
like,
because
go
then you
through
see
it.
like green lines fly out, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Ooh, pardon me.
But yeah, pretty excited for that one. That's gonna be a good time.
Oh,
December
yeah, I'm excited for
22nd, I
that.
think it is.
Got Jackass 2 or Jackass 4. Got fucking
Fucking delayed.
Oh, so,
got
yeah.
Matrix
So-
coming.
Yeah, at least we
uh,
got that now.
I still have the trailer open at like 2:17 going into 2:18 where Neo's fighting all those like SWAT people. It kind of looks like the building from the first movie that they totally fucking wreck when he walks in.
Oh, the
and,
lobby?
He just like, yeah, it kind of looks like the same lobby, like the
Yeah, it kind of
like
does.
the walls and like the courts and shit.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
trippy.
It has
Maybe it's the same
feel.
building.
Yeah, it might be.
Like obviously they were like, we need to recreate this scene because it's iconic, so maybe that's just like their way. But I'm curious if it's actually the same building.
And because we're soft rebooting the franchise, and we need to do all the things that
Yeah.
you remember.
You remember?
This is my like honest to god biggest fear about
Remember?
this is just gonna be a big memberberry fest, and
Yeah.
I really hope not.
Remember?
Really hope not, because there's a lot of like neat ideas in there that could lead to
Yeah.
to some fucking pretty cool, unique shit. You know what I mean? But
hmm
if they just decide to be like, no, it's fine, we're setting up for new franchise now, Matrix Forever, boys. And it's like, fuck off, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm good. I'm not going out to see your 6 other movies. I'm not doing it.
No.
You mean you don't want it to turn into the Fast and the Furious?
No. What I'd like it to do is to make like one movie and then a series of like 5 subpar but pretty decent video games. That would be the shit. Just
That
like,
would
just
be the
like
shit.
back in the day.
Great.
That would be fucking awesome, dude. Remember when they used to do that with movies when they were like, the story continues in the Xbox exclusive?
I
And you're
remember
like,
those
"Ooh."
Matrix games though.
They were great, man. They were so much
I
fun.
had them, yeah. They're awesome.
Fucking fun as hell. I always wanted to play that the online one, like the MMO. They had the Matrix Online or whatever. I always wanted to fucking
really?
play that. Yeah, it would look so neat, but it was like so complicated, and I was just like a little dumb kid, and I was like, I can't fucking
Mhm.
understand this. Yeah, it always looked really fucking cool though.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
the cool thing
Path
about
of
that.
Neo, I remember that.
Yeah.
one.
I remember in Enter the Matrix in like the options menu, there's like a option to put in like cheat codes, and my friend was just trying to enter random shit, and I was like, oh, just try like zeros and ones, and it like would just put in random combinations of it, and the one was like, oh yeah, you unlocked whatever mode. And we're like, it fucking worked.
Holy shit!
We fucking did it! We hacked the
We're
game,
hackers!
boys! Yeah.
We're so cool.
That's hilarious.
So what'd you end up getting into? What did it open? Did it open anything?
I can't remember. This was so long ago, but I remember we went on GameFAQs
Sure.
afterwards. No, you go on GameFAQs and it has like all the different like combinations that unlock different shit.
That's funny. As if you got one. Oh, I didn't notice Martin left. But yeah, no fuck. If anyone's watching like baseball, the Jays absolutely destroyed today.
Yeah, shit, I saw someone post that.
It was
Score
like
22
22-7.
to something. That's ridiculous.
I actually went to. That's where I was not last Sunday. Well, yeah, it was last Sunday. I was at the Jays game. When they won 8-0 over the Athletics, it was a pretty good time. Went with my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Russian folks. Yeah, I don't
Did you
follow
say Russian?
baseball. I said crushing folks.
Oh yeah, No, they're
8
doing
nothing,
pretty well.
22 to what?
22-7 was the final score.
Jesus.
They rocked them.
That's insane.
They're no
like a-
Cubs, but
Go Cubs.
they're starting
Go
to do
Cubs.
pretty well. they
Go.
finally they are in a wild card position apparently.
What are you guys talking about, Blue Jays?
Yeah,
They fucking smacked
Yeah.
butthole tonight,
They-
apparently,
yeah.
too, eh?
yeah, they bent
Yeah.
them over and
Oh my God.
repeatedly spanked their bums.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the football season.
Dry-handed,
Let's
too.
make the score look like a football game.
Yeah.
22 to 8.
22-7. Yeah.
That was brutal. And then,
Was
was
it
it? Was
7?
it 8? Was it 8?
I think
I
they
don't
got
know.
one at the end.
what
I don't care.
what day
they
was it?
won.
What day was it? I was over with you helping with the computer and shit. Kieran, what day was that?
Thursday?
Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
They played New York on Thursday and they beat them too.
Yeah, they won. They've only lost one game in the last while, and it was against Baltimore 2 days ago.
Go Cubs.
They
My
all-
faith is paying off.
they had a doubleheader on Saturday, and they won both games in like rather dramatic fashion, and then like
yeah, the
they, like,
one game that
kept
was
crushing
11
it
to
for the rest
10.
of it. Yeah, that one was good, and then the second game in that doubleheader, they were down by a run in the final inning, and then they ended up winning like 11-1 because
God damn.
They won 11-2. They scored 11
Yeah.
runs in the top of the 7th inning.
yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
And so in double headers, they have gone to 7-inning games instead of playing 2 full 9-inning games. So that's why
Oh.
the seventh was the final inning. So that they scored 11 runs in that inning.
Yeah,
Holy
there's
shit.
like two new major rules this
God
year.
damn.
Double headers are 7 innings, and any extra innings, each team starts with a runner on second base.
Yeah.
Because they don't
Interesting.
want games going like 19 fucking innings.
Yeah,
Like
no,
they
that's
have before,
sensible
yeah.
because that's fucking insane. Yeah, it's like, dude, I've already
Like,
been here for
I-
9
like,
hours. Like,
It's like I just want to fucking leave. I don't have.
Yeah.
I ran out of money for beer and food 4 hours ago.
yeah, you fucking
Yeah, no
milked
shit,
me
yeah.
dry, dude. Like, I have nothing left to give you. This is insane. Now all I'm
think
getting
at
is a
that point
fucking
they
headache
should
and
give you
dehydrated.
shit.
Yeah, please give me water.
No,
Yeah.
$4.
Anything.
No, that's sweet though.
$4. Yeah, no shit.
They're actually doing pretty good. That's pretty cool, man. Good for them. Go Cubs.
Yeah.
Unstoppable force of nature that the Cubs are.
Go Cubs.
Ugh.
So, no, it's
The
fucking
Cubs
good
are doing what the Jays did a few years ago, where they literally was like, "See all these players that you know their names? We traded all of them. They're all gone now."
time.
God damn it, go
Yeah.
Cubs.
As
Go
of an hour
Cubs.
ago, the MLB tweeted the Jays have scored 44 runs in the last 24 hours.
Jesus.
They better keep
Because
it
they
up.
had 3 games in 2 days and they just fucking crushed it.
They better
They had
keep it up.
11 in each game in the back-to-back and 22 today. That's fucked.
That's
and
insane.
they better
dude.
keep it up.
Yeah, you know they won't. Now that you want them to.
They play the
Probably.
Yankees one more time, and they need to
Yeah.
win at least 2 of those.
They
3
have
games.
they have an extremely. I was looking at it. They have an extremely tough schedule from here on out. It's like
Yeah, the
it's
Rays
like,
twice.
It's like Rays, Twins, Yankees, Orioles, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I was looking
So,
at it too. I was like, fuck,
They
I hope
might
have a
they
hard
might
schedule
get
too.
in, but it's a hard schedule, so they've got to like continue winning out.
Because
They're-
the Rays are the top team, so like
The Rays are like just so good. Like I don't know, Tampa sports. You're lucky if you're a Tampa sports fan lately. You got the
Yeah, no
fucking
shit.
the Bucks won, the Lightning have won back to back, and now you have the Rays who actually made it to the World Series last year and lost. So like your losing team is because they lost in the finals. It's like
Something's
Yeah.
fucked
pretty good
up.
time to be a Tampa sports fan.
I think I might jump
Way
on the
better.
bandwagon.
Way better than being my fucking Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
I
Go-
wish the
go
Rays would
bandwagon.
go back to being the Devil Rays.
Yeah, I thought that was way cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be the
Devil Rays.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
That's funny
Now
because it
they're
rhymes.
just the Rays.
That's stupid.
Every once in a while, they'll have like a third logo hat that has like a Devil Ray on it, but
It's like a stingray, yeah. But
yeah, it's like a stingray. But their
They should
current logo is
always
just
have
like
it.
an R with a shiny star in it. I'm like,
Emerson.
wow, that's fucking cool.
no, it's a ray of light.
Is that what it is?
Yes,
Wow, wow.
rays.
I'm not gonna kill myself now. That's so bad. Wow, we're
Yeah.
the Rays.
Baseball, like out of all names, like in sports, baseball probably has some of like the least imaginative names. You have like 2 different fucking teams called a version of the Sox.
Red Sox, White
You
Sox.
have the Red Sox and White Sox. You've got fucking Cleveland. I guess apparently like Cleveland just changed their name to Guardians. But
I don't know if that
apparently-
comes into effect until next year though.
No, but apparently there is like a reason for it. Like there's a Cleveland Guardian or some bullshit. I thought it was a
Yeah,
pretty shitty name.
I guess I'm like,
But
yeah, it's a
it makes
shitty name,
sense
but
for
on
them,
one
I
of their
guess.
bridges, they have like these like gargoyle statues that are
Yeah.
called the Guardians or something.
Think of something better and more imaginative. Guardian's just like boring,
Yeah.
and then even the color scheme and stuff is just like it looks like it looks like an old shitty gamer logo, like for a shitty game company, like a game that you would have played on Sega Dreamcast that you've like forgotten about.
That you wanted your $30 back for.
Yeah,
But you lost the
wouldn't even-
receipt.
You wouldn't even let someone burn it for you illegally. That's how bad it looked.
You wouldn't even take the risk of committing that crime.
Yeah, it's not worth the emails from wherever. But
Activist groups. Somebody would have something
Yeah.
to say about that, I'm sure.
you wouldn't steal a car.
Fuck you. Yes, I would.
Get out of here.
Leave the keys in it and unlock. Tell me what I want to.
Whose car is it?
Yeah. What kind
How
of car
much
is
the
it?
car worth?
Yeah,
Is it like-
who's and how much?
Is it that blue car with the fucking with the slidey up doors? Because that seems like it's worth a couple bucks. I'll take that car. I'll steal
Is
that
it-
car.
Is this
About
Jeff
300,000,
Bezos'
yeah.
car, or
That's a lot of money.
is this like some single mom who needs her car?
I hope it's a single mom.
I know whose car I'm stealing.
Yeah.
And it's
The easy
clearly-
target, obviously the
Oh,
single
I
mom.
know.
Clearly the single mom.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos has way too much money. He'd be
Have
able
you
to press me in court.
I've been seeing pictures of
Duh.
Jeff Bezos too. He's pretty big dude. You know what I mean? I feel like he's got some good cardio going on there. I'm pretty sure he could chase me down and beat the living shit out of me with his bald billionaire ass. So I'm
Be
good.
eating well in space.
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty good. He's getting his fucking protein shakes in, that's for sure, and his little bubble vests and whatnot. What is it
He
with
just
people
Fucking
like?
cowboy hat.
It's
He
like
just
people with
eats out of bubble envelopes.
yeah. It's like people with like immense amounts of wealth just can't fucking dress themselves. Like remember Bill Gates and shit like that, just wearing like,
That's
the
how
same
they
pair
save
of
their
khakis.
money.
No, that's not how they save their money. They just don't pay taxes. That's how they
is.
save your money.
Just
It's easy.
Yeah, that's true.
You just file your corporation in fucking beautiful
Where is
states
Bill
and a
Gates?
zero
Bring Bill
income
Gates in
tax.
here.
Bring Bill Gates in here.
It's like I don't understand these
I
guys.
thought you said Windows 98 would be faster.
It is faster. Up to 8,000.
Just shoots him.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Bill Gates walking around in fucking khakis and plaids and polos and shit. Fucking Jeff Bezos wearing black
It's
bubble
pretty
vests and
sad,
fucking
but I
sunglasses.
bet you
being bald
we
and
have
shit.
probably paid more in taxes than Jeff Bezos.
No, I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I really don't think that's accurate. I paid like maybe a couple $100 in taxes last year because I only paid like I made fucking nothing because I'm a poverty case. I was like, yeah, no,
I
I don't
always
think that's
get money
true.
back. I always get money back. So like, I'm sure the government's not like, here you go, have more money.
Here's your
Although, I
refund.
don't know.
Here's your refund back, Mr. Person who lives on loans and interests. Good life. Good life. Oh, you got $100 million? Okay, that's fine. How about we're just going to use that as leverage and we're just going to loan you money and you can just live off credit for the rest of your life and never actually spend any of your wealth. And then
Sick.
when you get rich or when you get really old, you can buy all of take all your money and invest it into like stocks and bonds, and then you can give those to your children, and we can't tax it because it's not an estate gift anymore. It's not, they can't death tax that shit. So now your children get to keep the wealth forever, and the cyclical nature continues, and the wealthy stay wealthy, and it's awesome. It's great. I wish I was wealthy. This is the thing. If I was wealthy, I would
wish
not
I
want to
had
change
stocks
the
and
system
bonds.
for a fucking thing. You know what I mean? The only reason they ever want to change this shit is because I don't have any fucking money, and it seems unfair. But if I had a bunch of money, I wouldn't want this shit to change. This is the shit, dude. That's fucking awesome.
This is the shit, dude.
That is the actual shit.
Yeah.
I'm fucking loaded as fuck. I don't have to pay any fucking taxes. I get to pay my employees shit wages and make fucking tons of money off them. And I get to live off fucking money that the bank just gives me because I have so much money that the bank just gives me more. It's fucking sweet. That's awesome, dude. Fucking right. I want that. Never change the system. One day I'd like to be wealthy. And I would like to exploit these tax holes and these fucking loops and whatnot and keep myself wealthy while paying no tax. That's what I would like to do. Change nothing, people.
Sit in your homes on the 21st.
Do nothing.
Do not go out.
No, go
There's
out.
nothing
We need
happening.
more aggressive.
Do
We
not
need
go
more.
anywhere.
No, we need more aggressive tax breaks. Everybody needs to go out and vote conservative. Get on it. Let's go. Corporations are struggling, people.
The corporations need their handouts, people. Let's
They're not
go.
gonna make it without a help. Okay, we have to
they're
help.
not- yeah, they aren't gonna make it without you and, and your money.
Your
Let's go.
and your tens of dollars.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
Look at you at the fucking
Someday I'll be
ATM waiting for the screen to leave so that someone doesn't steal your $8.14
Why
you
are
have
you
left
fucking?
in.
My favorite, like, what are you
That's right.
doing? You trying it again? No, like the account balance is still gonna be at negative, dipshit. Like, just doesn't matter how many times you put that fucking card in the machine. You don't have any money.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
It's like when you open the fridge, there's still the same shit in there last time.
Not always. Sometimes you miss something though. Sometimes you forget that you had hell of a good dip, like I did.
A little deeper.
Whoa, I
You're
had
like, oh.
mustard.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
dude.
a quarter jar. There's a quarter jar of queso in there.
Fucking right.
I don't have chips to eat it with, but I got queso.
girlfriend.
But I got the
Hey,
queso.
Crystal.
I got. I found a hell of a good dip in my fridge that I don't know
Oh,
how
that's
old it
actually really good.
is. Fucking right. It is hell of a good
No,
dip.
it's not really good. It's hell of a good. God damn it, Garrett.
God damn it.
That shit's tasty. That's like the best dip ever though. That one's real good.
It's pretty good.
I used to like that the Ruffles
My
onion dip
grandma
a
loved
lot,
it.
but then I've had that hell of a good dip.
That is a very grandma thing. I love chips and dip.
Yeah, especially like
Both-
plain chips and
Both my
dip.
grandmas loved it.
It's such an old people thing, and then like a fucking bowl of Werther's on the counter. Can I get you some chips and dip? I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds good. Just don't breathe on me, all right? I don't know what
You
you're
know what
carrying.
people are savages? People that dip non-wavy chips into dip. You're like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, so like
Like-
then you can fucking then you get these half broken chip pieces in there, and then when I go to fucking scoop some chips out with my fucking normal people chips with ridges for
No, it's just
strength and
bar.
durability, and I fucking find a piece of squishy old fucking disgusting
it's all
Lay's chip in there.
soggy and
What is
gross.
wrong with you? Get your shit together.
Oh, he's
all
getting
right?
so mad that Discord's
This
fucking
is
up.
fucking ridiculous. If you think that you're fucking if you're fucking smart enough to eat fucking chips with Lay, no, I'm done. You're stupid. Anybody who eats Lay's chips with dip is a fucking asshole. You're on the list. You're going in the fucking.
And then you
hot-
double. You know what's worse? Then they double dip it because they're fucking pricks.
Snap, and then you get like half a chip back, and I just look at them and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you one of these days. I'm gonna kill you in a video game.
Sorry.
Fucking ridiculous people with your fucking chips and your dip. Fuck you.
We're sorry. We're
No, you're
sorry.
not. None of you are sorry. Buy fucking Ruffles. Ruffles are the shit. Is,
I-
what's
now I
is there
kinda
any
wanna
other
eat chip.
fucking ridged chip brands?
Well,
other than
there's
Ruffles?
Lay's wavy.
You could-
can get
you could
Lay's
go-
dry.
Do it.
You could go out on a limb and you could dip. Sun
Fuck out of
chips.
here. Dip sun
I
chips?
do love sun chips.
There's a Power Rangers emoji on Twitch we can use. Boys, I just
Nice.
discovered this.
Guys.
The 1% are suffering too, people. Yeah, of course they are. Exactly.
I was trying to find something funny to reply with.
I
and
need a
found the
third
Morphin
yacht.
Time, and I was like,
It's tough times all around, guys.
The best part about that joke is Jeff Bezos's like new mega yacht has a mini yacht that he sends to land to
Oh
get
my
stuff.
god.
And it also has a helicopter
Well, you
pad.
have to.
He's like,
Yeah.
well, we can't just
Okay.
dock this mega yacht every time, so
can't
we
just
send
take
our mini
this in.
yacht.
That's crazy.
We
Just
send the little
logistically,
yacht
it's too
Nonsense.
big.
for
It can't get near the
shopping.
shore. It'll fucking dredge the bottom of the ocean. It'll suck the ocean life clean. It's a massive boat. No, we need a smaller boat to go back to land with. Duh.
Oh,
You guys are so
It was-
stupid. You guys aren't
The
rich. This is
Burns
so obvious.
Omninet. Yeah. The Burns OmniNet.
It's ridiculous.
sweeps
You
the
guys are so
ocean
poor
clean.
thinking about how unlogistical it is to have a boat inside a boat. Yeah, okay, you guys go drive a giant boat on the ocean and you tell me how much you want a small boat to go get some Coca-Cola, all right? Not fucking easy. I'm gonna
Hard
visit
life.
you in Canada just so I can double dip in all your chips.
It's
If you come up to
$500
this
million.
fucking country and you fucking stick a fucking chip in my dip and it breaks, I'm calling fucking ICE or whatever the fuck it is that we have in this country to ship you the fuck out and make sure you never come back. Do you understand me? Don't
We
do
will
that.
Beat you to death with hockey sticks.
We must have some kind of immigration
Yeah.
shit in here.
So his mega yacht was over $500 million. That's just for the mega yacht, not including
Jesus
the price of the
Christ.
the normal yacht. The price of the yacht that goes inside of the mega yacht.
It's like a yacht that squats.
Can we just go to this guy's house and fucking like drag him through the streets, please?
Why?
Because that's ridiculous.
So-
no one needs a
It's called
mega
being
yacht.
a gangster.
What
In
is
your
a yacht?
opinion, that's your opinion. I think everybody needs a mega yacht. I think that that's stupid that you think you're allowed to go beat somebody up because they spent their money the way
I
they
forget.
wanted.
That's
It
ridiculous.
might have been last time he was on Joe Rogan. It was Neil deGrasse Tyson was on someone's podcast, and he was talking about like another similar ridiculous yacht. It was one of the CFOs or CEOs of Microsoft. He was on like his yacht, and he was like talking to the people that like work on it. And the guy's like, yeah, I live on this boat. Like I get paid like however many hundreds of $1,000s a year to be the chef, and I just live on this
Just
boat. all
live
year.
on a
That's
boat.
ridiculous.
And I go home,
It's
like I send all my
fucking
money home,
absurd.
and I
That's
get like
wild.
I can take a month off and go home and see my family. Then I just live on this boat.
And then I just go back to the
Oh my
ocean again and
God.
live on the waves and cook food.
Dude, that's
and
fucking
shit.
awesome.
That's
And if you
so
don't like your
cool.
neighbors, you can just drive away.
Yeah, exactly. Just unhitch yourself and off into the ocean you go. Houseboat
That's
is
what
the
like
best
Dan
house.
Blazarian's been doing the whole time since COVID happened. He just took his
Living in the
sick ass
ocean.
boat and he just moved out into the ocean and just goes to these private islands. And can't get me here, fucking poor people disease. See you later. Like, literally, he's like,
yeah.
I don't need to get tested because I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean.
There's 3 of us on this island, all right?
Yeah. Odds are if he went somewhere and got tested, he'd be like, oh, you tested positive. We'd be like, fucking how?
Must have been that bird I ate raw, goddamn. Just
Yeah,
catching
like his
seagulls out of
Instagram
the
is just
sky.
him and these like crazy exotic islands, and there's just nothing around. You're like, cool.
Yeah, all right, sweet. That sounds pretty good.
There's him, like 3 buddies of his and like 30 women. And you're like, cool.
That's such a like typical Dan Blazarian. Like that's just so not
Dude, that guy's
surprising.
fucking awesome. I
He's
don't give a shit what
ridiculous,
anybody
dude. He's
says.
so funny. It's like all his fucking
Dude,
interviews make me laugh so
I still
fucking
need
hard.
to pre-order his book that's coming out. He finally it wrote his autobiography.
He can
Or at
read.
least his first one. And
He can read.
there's a
Impressive.
special edition that's like leather bound and shit. I'm like, I fucking want it. It's $90 and I want it so bad.
Probably smells like Drakkar Noir.
Just smells like pussy juices. What it smells
Fucking
like.
so funny. I love watching his interviews and shit. He's so fucking ridiculous. He's having heart attacks and shit all the time.
No time, but he's like, yeah, I did like Molly, ecstasy, coke, and took a Viagra, and then I had a heart attack.
Really? That's so
God, you
weird.
don't say,
He's
huh?
like,
You
my
don't
dick was
say.
hard for like
What an
12
odd
hours.
coincidence. I'm sure it had nothing to do with the
Wow.
fucking plethora of like smorgasbord of pharmaceuticals you put in your body. I'm sure that had nothing to do with it. It's like a tasting
never had
buffet. He's
that
like
right.
going through a ooh MDMA, ooh cocaine. Oh, there it is.
Mind
That's
if I
good.
do?
Ooh Viagra. Yes, I do have 30 women with
Ooh,
me.
I'll try.
Oh Cialis. Yeah, let's get one of those. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I opened up his Instagram, and you know how it'll say like if somebody you follow follows them, it's like followed by Phil Kessel. I'm like, of course Phil Kessel follows Dan.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yo, you guys want to hang out and eat hot dogs? Dan Blazarian's like, look at me, I'm fucking chiseled on a rock. You think I eat hot dogs? You fucking piece of shit.
It's got like the squarest jaw in the fucking universe. You ever
Dude,
see those
major
pictures?
beard envy.
You ever see those pictures
That guy
of
has
that
a solid beard.
What was that guy? What was that picture called? Giga Chad, I'm pretty sure.
Giga Chad?
Yeah, you ever seen Giga Chad?
No.
Here, hold on,
No.
I'll post Giga Chad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Is-
Yeah, just
Post
just
Giga
Google
Chad, you
Giga Chad,
said.
you'll find it.
Is that the guy that looks like Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, kinda.
Like the meme.
Is this a real person? No.
I like to think yes.
I like
Oh, yeah, it's like
yeah.
the meme dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's become meme.
Look at his jaw.
Jesus Christ.
He's Giga Chad.
He's literally the Crimson Chin. What the
dude. Yeah, dude.
The Crimson Chin.
Holy shit.
Oh, what the fuck?
There's the Giga Chad. It's the real Giga Chad. His name is Ernest Kalimov. Ernest
There's no
Kalimov.
fucking
Oh,
way
that's
that
funny.
dick's name is Ernest.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You tell him his name's not fucking Ernest. you go ahead and tell him what his name is. I'm
You
gonna let
decide
him.
that for him.
If he wants to be known as Ernest or Giga Chad, or if he wants him to call me Daddy, I'll call him whatever he wants. I don't care. Just don't put my head between that fucking bicep and that forearm and crack me like a fucking walnut, dude.
Yeah, no
Jesus
shit, eh?
Christ. That's Giga Chad. But yeah, that Dan Blazarian always reminded me of like Giga Chad Light. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Mom, can we get Giga Chad? And like, no, we have Giga Chad at home. And it's just Dan Blazarian.
Oh my god.
That's great.
We have him at home.
Yeah, the Giga Chad.
Ugh.
He's a hero.
Giga Chad at home.
And then there's
I
like,
fu- I fu-
there's a bunch of them that are great where it's like a Giga Chad with 2 Giga Chads attached to him and shit. And so yeah, this meme goes
Oh my
deep.
god.
It's good.
back to back Giga Chads.
Oh,
Dude, have you ever looked at Dan Blazarian's dad? It's the saddest looking dude ever. Paul Blazarian.
Paul
Dude, search
Blazarian.
Paul Blazarian.
Put a picture of him up. Put a picture of him up.
Oh wow, that's not a happy looking man, is it?
How did you?
Not
Oh,
a happy man.
No, he looks like he has like an order that he's not allowed to be within a couple hundred feet of a schoolyard. You know what I mean? Like that's
He looks like
unpleasant.
he looks like he would drive DoorDash just to steal your pizza.
Yeah. Oh, he looks a lot happier here with his
That's
wife
Steal your
there.
pizza.
Is that him on the golf course? Probably.
Yeah, he's having a good old time, you know.
100% he's on a golf. His wife looks like a fucking skeleton. Like
Yeah.
she has like no flesh. Like look at her creepy, like her smile. It's just like
That's
the
the most.
skeleton you'd see in the back of like your fucking science class. Just like watching.
Maybe she's dead.
How
He's
are
just
they
holding her.
related?
He's just fucking puppeting her around and shit.
Oh god. Ow.
How the fuck are they
What'd you
related?
do?
That's ridiculous.
His rib from playing with his children
Yeah,
is
he's
injured.
playing with children.
Oh
yeah.
my god. Sneezing is the
When I
fucking
say
worst thing
children, I
ever.
mean his child.
Oh,
he almost
yeah.
went here.
Yeah, that feels so
Hey,
good, doesn't
with
it?
children.
Oh, Mark said,
Sneezing
I'm
and
going to visit
coughing.
you in Canada just so I can double dip in all your dips.
Yeah, that's why I went off on that ice thing. I said I was gonna get him fucking exported, and then he's never gonna be allowed back in this fucking country again. Fuck, you're not doing that, Mark. Sorry to shit on your parade, buddy.
You beat him with the hockey stick.
Buddy.
Ain't gonna fucking happen, pal.
Pal.
Happening,
Yeah.
eh?
Old,
Guy.
old buddy, old friend of mine,
Friend.
compadre,
Oh, friend of
Mimigo.
mine.
Look at me, I'm fucking
Handle it.
worldly, dude.
Me
Fucking
amore.
know all kinds of fucking languages, dude. I know all kinds of shit. Mi amore, nice. That's Italian. I know that one. That's a good one.
Dude,
Fuck, I
Dan
don't have my
Lazarian
shirt.
has his own brand of like vapes and shit.
That makes sense. He should just have his,
His
own
own
like.
vodka.
He should just have his own Blue Chew. You know what I mean? Like you can.
I
just
don't
buy-
know. Oh,
It's
he
like
has like
Dan
a
Bilzerian
billion
shaped.
types of CBD.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Gummies.
I had another thing I wanted to.
CBD for pets.
Okay.
You're like
Alright.
cat's all sickly. You give it these pills. Like comes out a day later, it's just got a sick beard. Well,
Yeah. Oh
it fucking
Jesus!
worked.
What happened to your jaw, kitty? It's so
Told
square.
you.
Meow.
Brow.
That's hilarious.
It's like that pig with muscles from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Oink.
Oink. So I was scrolling through Facebook and in that stupid Stratford group thing, you know what I mean, where they always post all that ridiculous shit.
Oh yeah, good. This is a good one.
This is fucked,
That's
man. This is
bullshit.
crazy. So there's like a farmer's market in Stratford here or something like that, or like a slow market, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? And there's this guy, Oliver Papple. He's a farmer guy, and he like grows corn and shit like that, and he's trying to sell corn at this like farmer's market thing or whatever. And I guess the organizers of the event wouldn't let him sell his corn for the $4 that he wanted to sell it for. He had to start charge like whatever it was that was in line with the rest of the people. So like basically they're doing literal price fixing at this place. They're literally saying
That's
that like
fucked.
everybody has to charge $8 or whatever for their fucking corn, and it can only be within like 25% difference of that price. Because they want things to be like competitive and shit. It's like I understand, like I get that idea, but it's like, dude, when you go and buy like corn from the store, it's like $4 a dozen. You know what I mean? And when you go to this farmer's market, it's like $8.50 to $10. Depending on like which booth you go to or whatever. And then this Oliver guy was like, gonna sell his fucking corn for like reasonable prices, you know what I mean? And be like a normal human being. And then they were like, and then he brought that up to them, and they were like, nope, you're not allowed to come here anymore. You're banned. So they literally just banned him from the farmer's market and shit like that because he was trying to fucking sell his corn for the price that he thought was reasonable for people. And he had like this whole
there's just
email.
some sketch bag making money off of it.
Literally, it was like, you're such a fucking bag of shit. He there we go. Hold on, I got a copy of his email that he posted there. Let me get this all set up for you here so you guys can see.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I don't know when he posted it.
Yeah, it's like I said, I got the thing here. Oh, maybe. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Thing doesn't wanna pick it up. Should be that one. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Everything's being really annoying.
Technical difficulties.
Doesn't want to pick up this window for some reason. So we'll do it this way. There. Let's see. Nope, it's not gonna work apparently. Fuck, that's really annoying. Either way, I'll just read it out then. So this is from Oliver to the organizer there. And he says, "Good afternoon. I will be attending the market myself this week, and I intend to price my corn at $5 a dozen. Rule number 28 of the market rules states, quote, vendors must not practice stress pricing by undercutting other vendors or dumping products at bargain prices, unquote. $5 per dozen is an average price for corn at roadside stands and grocery stores and is no way stress pricing or dumping products. Manipulating the price of a product to reduce competition is price fixing, which is illegal. See the link below for more information. Competition Bureau, blah, blah, blah. Inflated prices are discouraging the public from attending the market. It is in the best interest for the people of Stratford to have fresh, available food." Yeah, and he's entirely correct, like 100%. And then the lady responded to him. "Good afternoon, Oliver. We thank you for your email. Susan and I have discussed this in detail. We appreciate and respect your point of view. However, the corn prices at our market have never been an issue or complained about by customers. Ironically, the highest priced corn there still sells out each week. Customers are willing to pay for quality. Our market sets out the rules that we find acceptable based on other markets and vendor feedback, and we expect all vendors to follow them. If you choose not to follow them, that's okay. It's your decision. However, we respectfully ask that you discontinue your attendance at our market for this season, or you will be asked to leave if you do not comply. We prefer to not have this happen again. If you feel that selling at a roadside stand for $5 a dozen works well for you, then we suggest that you complete your corn season that way. Fuck you.
That's such a Stratford fucking answer.
You
man.
didn't even
So
like
fuck.
acknowledge any of his fucking points, you cunt.
That's such a Stratford answer.
Yeah, like literally, you didn't bring anything up. So you're like, well, we're overcharging people, but they're paying for it, so we're not going to change. That's literally what you're saying here. People are willing to pay for quality. It's corn. You idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. Oh, you're so stupid. So yeah, just so you know, I used to go down to that, Miss Susan, whatever your last name is, organizer of that. I used to go to that market, and I spent money at that place. Let that be known that I'll never be returning to your fucking piece of shit market again, and I'm going to be very insistent that I tell all of my social circle to do the same. I find that disgusting and abhorrent. As a fucking consumer and a person who has to work for a living, I want the best deal possible for myself while I can still support local farmers. And if somebody like Oliver can fucking, if somebody like Oliver can make that happen, I'm going to support that guy. Not this fucking piece of shit, profiteering piece of shit Susan over here organizing a market charging $10 for fucking corn. Fuck you, Susan, you piece of shit. And fuck that fucking stupid market in Stratford. Nobody go there. It's ridiculous, dude. Don't spend your money there. If you really want to do like support farmers and shit, go for a cruise down a country road and you'll find a fucking corn stand every fucking 10 miles, dude.
Stand,
everybody's selling their fucking shit on their own property or whatever, and that's the way to do it. Fuck that. Fuck farmers markets like that. That's ridiculous.
That's why.
Yeah, literally. You're gouging people, and then you're taking it out on the consumer now. You know what I mean? Now it's like this Oliver guy has to suffer and shit like that because he can't sell his corn for a reasonable rate. Fuck you.
I hate that, man. Just that response is like so typical of that area where it's just like, well, you know what? Well, we do it this way, and if you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah, literally. It's like, well, we're getting away with it, and no one's complaining.
It works for us.
You're like, you're such an accepting fucking town, yet you don't fucking accept anything other than your own way.
That's exactly
you're a bunch of fucking morons.
Yeah, you're all fucking so incestuous with your ideas and shit like that, and if anything tries to break outside of the norm or challenge those ideas, your response to that is to get your fucking back up and act like a moron about it. Like, you realize that what you're doing is illegal, right? Price fixing is not okay.
And then they're just like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Nobody's complaining.
Yeah, it's okay. No one cares.
Well, you know what? No one's complaining. That's fine. You know what? Maybe I'll come down this weekend or next weekend and I'll make a fucking complaint to you in person then. You know what I mean? We can have a nice conversation about how that's fucking unacceptable and disgusting. And then we'll start getting some complaints for you and you can actually have that shit logged.
My next question is, how much money are you making off of the other corn stands then?
Oh my god, yeah,
How much do you pocket personally from this fucking inflation that you're making up for a market?
Yeah, that's exactly
do you do you charge rental for each stand already?
And it's probably
if you charge rental, you're not allowed to make up the prices. Go fuck yourself.
I bet you it's that they're setting those prices at that rate so they can like keep their profits from being cut into in any degree. You know what I mean? So it's like, the farmer gets whatever amount and then they get the remainder on top of that balance or some shit like that. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, that's outlandish.
That's bullshit.
Absolutely
that's
outlandish.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, fuck that fucking farmers market bullshit in Stratford. Don't ever fucking support them with your money or your time. Don't waste your time, dude. That's ridiculous. Go to the farmers market in London, the one at the Western Fairgrounds. That one's fucking awesome. That's a great farmers market. Every Sunday, it's fucking I think it's every weekend actually. I don't know if it's just Sundays, but either way, I know it's there on Sundays. But that's a great farmer's market at the Western Fair there. I used to go there every week when I lived across the street. It was fucking sweet.
They're super nice there. I even parked there overnight one time illegally, and they only gave me a warning. They didn't give me a ticket.
Fucking right. That's some nice
They just put a little sign like, hey, do it again. We will give you a ticket.
We'll get you next time, you
I
fucker.
won't.
You're like, all right, I won't. No, fair enough. Yeah.
Fine.
I can deal with
Fair
that.
enough. They could have just ticketed
We're
me.
probably being responsible and not driving drunk or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
trying to be like a reasonable.
Honestly, I think like there should be like a little magnet you can like slap on your car. You're like,
I'm drunk.
Didn't drink and drive tonight.
I'm drunk.
I'm drunk. Didn't drive.
Don't tow my ass. Yeah,
please don't tow
my ass.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious, dude.
I don't know.
They totally should have something like that.
You gotta encourage it somehow. I mean, other than giving people fucking fines and tickets, like maybe stop towing their vehicles.
Nah.
When they do make the smart decision.
No, we don't make any money that way. Don't be stupid.
Exactly.
We gotta profit off these idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how much it costs to get your fucking car out of impound? I do. It's exuberantly expensive.
Yeah.
They make a bundle off of you for fucking all they literally do is park your car behind a fucking chain link fence and then charge you $2,000 for it.
Yeah, they're like, you want that out of there?
Yeah, it's pretty
You're
sweet.
gonna Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh yeah. Also,
Fuck
we're gonna
you,
need
baby.
that. We're gonna need that $2,000 in a week, or else we're just gonna sell the car.
Yeah, or it's
Like,
gonna turn into $4,000.
We're gonna sell the car for $500 and then sue you for the remainder. Oh god damn it, you fucking sons of bitches. Yeah, fucking Stratford fucking Martin, you price fixing. Fuck you, Susan.
That's so ridiculous.
You're awesome,
That's what I mean.
Oliver.
It's like, I hate that it's such a Stratford answer. Like, it's
Yeah.
just so typical of that area.
That one
Where
pissed
it's
me
like, would you like to run some shows? Well, we already have like the same band every
Yeah.
weekend, and it seems to work.
and they're willing to play for free, so we don't have to pay them anything, so that's pretty sick too.
We give them
Yeah.
2 drink tickets each, and that seems
Fucking
okay for
ridiculous.
them. Why do you need money for it?
Shrink tickets
You
for a
don't
show
need
in
it.
Stratford? Yeah, right. That's insane. You'd be lucky if you
Yeah.
get that, dude. You get fucking nothing. You get the privilege of playing a show in Stratford because there's like no fucking venues in this town. So it's like if you're lucky enough to book somewhere where you're actually allowed to play music till 10 o'clock, like just count your fucking self
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, no shit.
They're paying you an exposure, dummy. That old fucking chestnut.
God, I hate that.
That's my favorite. That's so good. You want to do a fucking cross-brand promotion? Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. How much are we talking about money-wise? Oh, no money.
No,
Oh, whoa, okay, I'm
pay
not-
you. That's absurd.
Not
no.
really sure you understand how this works.
Straight up.
No, I'm not gonna do that for free. Thank you very much, though. Appreciate the offer, you fucking idiot. Why don't you take your weird CBD company and shove it up your ass? I think we got enough of those anyways. We're all good. Oh, what do you think, boys? We've been going for like 2 hours. You want to call it an episode?
Yeah, I'm down.
Anybody else? got anything?
I can see the bags under my eyes are getting even bigger, so I should probably go to bed.
Oh, you gonna go lay down?
I think that's probably what I'm gonna do after this.
Loser.
I need to fix my
Me and Mark
sleep
are gonna play some
schedule. I
Warzone.
fucked it yesterday.
Oh, are you? Fuck.
Warzone, eh?
Yeah, Mark.
Maybe.
I should
Yeah.
download that.
Yeah,
Kieran's
dude.
like, what bags under my
I need another hard drive already. Man,
Yeah,
my
one
fucking
more
my photography takes up way too much
game.
space.
We were at
One-
Canada
just
Computers the
one
other day,
more.
Brennan. You can get a 4 terabyte mechanical for about $129.
I shall do that.
Yeah.
I will store all my photos on that. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not like I need those to be on
I was just
fucking
gonna say, I was like,
SSD.
fucking right. I was gonna say for like photo storage and backup, just grab yourself a fucking mechanical. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like, what was
'cause
it,
I have-
129, Kieran? I think it was for your
'Cause
drive.
I have my M.2.
No,
Yeah,
we
which
ended
is
up
like
actually.
a
We actually.
terabyte.
This is. I want to give a big shout out to Canada
Yeah.
Computers and the couple employees that did
Yeah.
help us. They were very,
They were
very knowledgeable and did a great job. He actually talked us into getting the cheaper one because we didn't need the red one or whatever.
The
right?
2
So-
terabytes that I
Yeah.
have
Or
on my
wasn't it
computer
4
are
for like
filled.
90 or 99 or something?
Yeah, I think you're right. It was somewhere around there. It was stupid fucking cheap.
Yeah. We got a good deal on it.
But yeah, you
Or
can
I
grab
got a
like
good
4
deal.
terabytes.
Oh, I
for
didn't
that.
tell my Canada computer story. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
I was telling you guys. I went in on Friday to buy a new keyboard and like one of those laptop like holders with fans in it. And I'm like standing in line to cash out, and this guy walks in and he's like, I told you I'd be back. And he's all like fucking gangster and shit. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? He's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Uh-oh.
And the guy hands him like an EVGA, some form of 3090. I didn't see the details on it,
Ooh.
but it was like over $2,000. And the guy's like, so are you gonna want any of the warranties? He's like, no, I'm just gonna flip it right away. And I was like, oh
My God.
Oh,
I
God.
remember you were telling me that. That's so
Yeah.
fucking awful.
I wanted to like take my fucking keyboard out of the box and see the movie Wanted, where he just fucking yeah, I wanted to do that.
That's
And
so
like then he
ridiculous.
pulls out his wad of
That guy's-
hundreds, and he's like,
That fucker's lucky that that I bought my computer on Thursday,
I
or
would've
I would have fucking.
that'd have been so
Oh,
funny
that's
if I
some
walked
words.
in, you guys were just there like, oh.
Hey, what's up?
I mean, I was like, man, if I was with my grandpa, if it was us three, we could just beat this guy up and robbed him and took
I
it.
Just
straight
take
up would've
everything, yeah.
all of his money, and I would have been like, "Guess you're not flipping it now, eh?"
Yeah, man, totally. Yeah, you selling that 3090? Yeah, I'll give you $2,500 for it right now. That was the last one they had, right? Let's go out behind this store where there's no cameras and we'll do the exchange real quick.
Yeah, let's go.
Like, why don't you just hop into my car real quick and we'll go for a
Is
drive?
there like a back road anywhere near here that we could just go? I like seclusion, you know what I mean? I don't like doing big deals like this in front of a lot of people. It's nerve-wracking. It's a lot of money.
Dude,
It's a lot of money.
you don't say that. You just start driving, and when he's like, "Where are we going?" We're like, "Oh, we're just going to a nice place."
Just going for
It's
a...
fun. I brought my
cruise.
grandpa came in because he like drove me there, so he came in to look around at the stuff, and he sees like the what is it, the Samsung Ion, like the newest Samsung monitor that's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why is this TV so narrow?" I'm like, it's not a TV.
It's not a TV,
It's a monitor.
This is
He's like,
for
"Oh."
this is for nerds.
He's like, "Why is it so curved?" I'm like, "So it's full immersion, Grandpa.
So
you
you can
sit
s-
inside your monitor."
I don't like the curved ones, man.
I want a
don't
curved
know
one.
what it is.
I don't know,
curve
especially
and
like the
roll
ones that are like this big and it literally just wraps around your head. That'd be too much. I'd get a fucking headache.
I want that nice
Yeah.
little curve here, so I don't have to move my head left and right. That's what I want. Nice little curve.
Mine's got like a very slight.
Yeah.
Mine's very, very slight. Like
Yeah.
it's like that.
That's what I
Yeah.
I
want.
can't even represent it
Yeah.
well. but
Mine's
it's like
flat.
just nice. It's nice.
Kieran got himself a nice
Yeah,
little
and
monitor
then
with
and
the
then
system.
I showed him the Gundam
flat.
one, and I was like, "Look at this thing." He's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "A computer." He's like, "How?" He's like, "This is a computer." He's like, "Why is it?" Because like I don't know. He's just used to like generic poop computers.
Right.
And that thing, to be fair, the case on it's like this fucking tall.
Yeah, it's like the fucking
It's
size of a car.
monster.
Yeah.
It's a fucking monster. The graphics card in it, it's like this.
Yeah.
big.
You say that
It's
fucking
like,
3090 is
okay.
like fucking 5 inches thick. It's insane, dude.
He's like, "How much is this?" I was like, "Here's the price." He's like, 50. He's like, "What? Does it come with all this?" I'm like, "I don't think so. I think that's just the tower."
It's just the
actually."
tower, Grandpa. That's all it is, yeah.
Jesus.
You still gotta buy
It's
the
like, what?
buy the keyboard and shit separate, Grandpa, yeah. That doesn't come with a monitor either. You don't even get to see what you're playing.
You can't even use it at that price.
Nope.
Literally.
No, it's a paperweight at this point. Well, it's not a paperweight. It makes
Yeah.
cool noises and the LEDs turn on when you push the power button, but that's
Dude,
about it.
If I had
Lights
10,
on it.
Yeah.
if I had 10
pretty.
grand, I would buy that thing in a fucking second. It would be hilarious. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that'd be insane. It's a
like,
monster
wait.
system.
You
I
want to hang
like
out?
this
No,
thing.
I'm playing on my fucking Gundam computer. Leave me alone.
I don't need you humans anymore. That's hilarious.
All right.
All right, what do you think, boys? Call it an episode?
I think so.
All right. World's Worst Podcast 62 in the bag. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh,
We
Jesus.
appreciate you guys, man.
We
People
got
that flip
closer.
graphics cards are fucking
Nice.
assholes.
Number.
Don't forget, hit the follow button if you haven't.
hey.
Jump in the Discord. The Discord link's in the bottom. Come hang out with us and chat and shit like that, man. We're always in there. Yeah, it's down there. Join the Discord. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. And yeah, man. Thanks for
with
hanging
your
out
friends.
and watching the episode.
Share
We'll
with
be
friends.
back next week
You,
again.
you can hang out in
With
the
more
pit
fun.
or my safe for work
There
paradise.
might even be some gaming stuff. Who knows?
Who knows? I don't know. Through the week for sure. Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll be back playing some
Yeah.
games this week and shit. It'll be good.
We'll see.
But yeah, 62 in the bag. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.